Yeah.
In the swamp shower where the trailer stand in line, Frodo's in the mud drinking homemade shine. Bill was on the porch telling tales all day long. Everything was quiet till the ring came along. Candle Frodo up on his mule named Joe, said that brings trouble, we gotta hit the road. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting bugs off logs. Harwin's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Frodo's feeling rough, that ring's getting mean. Sam's frying up catfish, keeping Frodo lean. Boromir's all tangled, lost in the dark. Galadriel's telling fortunes in the back of her yard. Gollum's that we're cousin we don't bring to town, but he's family, so we keep him around. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Marching through the mud with a steady flow. I fucking love that.
But there's a Star Wars one too.
There's a Star Wars one. There's a Harry Potter one. Yeah.
So good. I love them.
Good old.
Good for something.
Good old. Yeah. AI is good for something. Some laughs. Hey, that Galadriel looks a lot better than the one in Rings of Power.
True.
She can tell me my fortune in her backyard anytime.
Oh man.
Just kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nooner. It's hump day. Good day for a Nooner, but every day is a good day for a Nooner. And I'm here with my good friend, good personal friend, Frank Gore. Hi, Frank.
Hey, thanks, Gary. You're my friend too. And X-Ray Girl is also a friend. Lots of friends. I'm surrounded by friends.
Friends.
Say no. It's
love
good to
my
be here.
friends.
It's there's a lot. Oh my god, so much stuff happening right now. I can't believe it.
Did you change the title of the stream?
Yeah.
X-Ray Girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I just see the old one up there, but
Just a refresh.
oh, I need to refresh.
You don't need to.
I always need to refresh X-Ray Girl. Refresh. Hey, sorry to derail that there. There was an event last night that I was not going to take part in. Lady Gravemaster was like, "Oh my God, it's starting," and I'm like, "Well, you have fun. You watch that. You tell me what happens." And then I'm like, I went and watched it, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I just text. First person I text was Jeremy. I'm all, "Bro, you need to stream this right effing now." And he's like, "I just ended the stream." And then he watched it for 10 minutes. He's like, "I'm going live." And it was the Nerds and Geeks for Harris stream. However you vote. What this was, it put completely on display what a bunch of babbling psychos work in Hollywood. I mean, these people are not very well adjusted, and they want to tell us how we should run our lives. They want to tell us how to run our lives. And you see a bunch of kooky cat ladies and just weird people who've been through the system of Hollywood. And it's early on in the stream, so when I say been through the system, the system's been through them. You know what I'm saying?
Should see the substance. The substance deals with that.
Well, yeah,
Topic.
the substance, yeah, and the substance
Substance, yeah.
abuse that
Yeah.
I saw on that stream. Holy God! And cast of Star Trek, mostly Discovery.
By the way, that's not the only one, Gary. There is a Women of Trek for Kamala. I gotta find it. Chase Masterson's X account. I'll find it. So it's not even the only event that they're doing. I'll find it.
No, oh hell no. No. So it's like I was wondering at this because we haven't gotten any particularly cringe videos, and we usually do during election season. So maybe this is the start. I don't know. Because quite frankly, I love them. I love it when they do those videos because they're terrible to watch, but they're fun to mock. But when they put up the Star Trek panel, and we'll do this later, I'm going to play a little game. I want you to guess the Star Trek panel member who has Confederate ancestors. Okay. I was dying watching this, and Jeremy's chat was just killing him for like, what are you doing to us? And I was just having the best time. I'd check in once in a while, then I'd watch it, go back to watching my X-Files episode. Dude, the X-Files episode that has Jack Black and Giovanni Ribisi, where he plays like Lightning Boy. That's such a good episode. Jack Black gets killed. It's so good. It's so good.
I put in the private chat that I found it. This is not even the only thing. And Chase, I've known her for years from going to cons. She can be fun to hang out with, but her whole feed is all political stuff, nothing about Trek. So this is upcoming, Gary. So, and the president of Earth is hosting the event.
Oh no, Planet Earth is hosting the event.
Earth. Yeah. Stacey Abrams, a failed politician.
Dude, they were all reading off scripts. Did you see it? Yeah.
I went to see Megalopolis. I was telling you before we started, there's a 30-minute Q&A with Coppola, and I don't know why De Niro and Spike Lee were there because they're not in the movie at all. But and they just went off on a rant, both De Niro and Lee, about you gotta vote, you gotta register, we gotta defeat Trump, Trump is a threat to democracy and evil. I came to see a movie directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and Coppola, to his credit, said, I have hired people on both sides of the political spectrum. He's not being divisive.
Did he say there were good people on both sides?
A uniter. He said, John Voight is in the movie. He said, I brought in people who were canceled. Like, I wanted to, it's about the movie's a mess. But, and then he even commented, he goes, well, Trump and I went to the same military school. He was trying to lighten the mood and tell them to shut the F up without saying shut the F up. But it totally, maybe we'll talk about the movie later. I don't know.
Yeah, we can. There's going to be a point to this because it's actually not political. I'm setting something up here, right?
Okay.
So, and I'll give some hints. Hollywood's had a rough time since COVID, even though they were allowed to work through it. They had two major delays. They had the lockdown, so while they were able to work, they couldn't release anything. And there was the bailout of movie theaters and essentially the bailout of Hollywood when Hollywood could have collected their money, especially since the laws have changed and they can just help out theaters all they want. But instead, we did it. And then there was the strike, which was completely voluntary, that shut everything down and gave us the year that they're going to have this year, which is not good, by the way. Even with Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2, ticket sales are down across the board. They're having a hard time business-wise, just purely business-wise. You want the most customers you can possibly get to go to the theaters, and you want to treat your customers with respect, and you want to entertain them or make them think or whatever, but you want the most people to come, not half. And if they start going out there and running their mouths again, what's going to fucking happen? So we'll get to that after. We'll show you a couple things. We're not going to put you through too much. Okay, because it's rough. It is rough. Also, fucking Acolyte, dude.
It won't go away. It won't
like
go
herpes.
away. No matter
It
what.
just keeps coming back.
Oh my God. We want to stop talking about it. We want to stop, but it keeps pulling us back in.
Perry's asleep right now. We actually had a different idea for the thumbnail, but we had to do the Acolyte kind of as a backup. I have a much different idea for the thumbnail. For the title, I really wanted to put on this stream, but I can't because of YouTube. Hollywood going full retard. So, but that's what we're going to have right now. So yeah, there is a little bit of Acolyte news, and there's still Cope. Mahler, sorry I didn't get back to you, buddy, if you're out there. Tweeted, gave me a DM. I'll just read it to you. But first I have to give my excuse to Mahler why I didn't contact him. I took a little nap. Then I woke up and watched some X-Files, and then I watched my Padres beat the Dodgers and clinch the playoffs on a fucking triple play. Hey, Paulie, DA.
Paulie was
there.
at the game.
Suck it, Dodger fans. I had to get that out. Sorry for the sports ball. But
all good, man.
so that happened like at midnight. And I'm like, Melissa's asleep, and I'm all, but whatever. I'm yelling at Chris. No, I'm yelling at the Dodger fans, actually. Thanks. I'm getting my coffee, my hot sauce delivery.
Hot sauce?
And coffee with their sticker on it. Little branding there. Mrs. Nerdrotic. Thanks. All right, now I'm going to be caffeinated up. All right, so the Acolyte cope that's going on right now is it reminds me of what happened after the Marvels failed. It's the same thing. Remember, like there was just, I can't believe this movie failed. It was so good. And then when it came out on digital, or was it Blu-ray? I can't remember. Chris, remember all the tweets that started coming up? I don't know about you all, but I just finished watching the Marvels, and it's a great movie. And if you don't like it, you just hate women. And that's pretty much what the tweets were. Well, we're starting to get those with the Acolyte now. From Tar Zangief. Let's see if I can. Okay. Binge watch The Acolyte. Hadn't got a chance to sit down and watch it yet. And yeah, if you hate this show, it's obvious. It's because of racism and sexism. This show is literally what people have been begging for in Star Wars for at least a decade, and it's perfect. So is The Acolyte not such a failure after all? I mean, like, we're starting to see it now. Just the cope. Just a quick reminder, The Acolyte was canceled because it sucked and nobody watched it. But apparently it lost a lot of money. So we're going to get into that too. Then Chris will talk about Megalopolis, and then I'm sure we will talk about the Penguin. Oh, yeah, there's a Forbes article that at least sounds like it's a little cope. We'll find out. It's from our good friend Paul Tassi. Paul Tassi, big fan of Star Wars Theory and Ryan Kinnell. Just want to point out. Big fan. Big fan. How you doing, X-Ray Girl?
I'm good. I have my coffee, and I'm ready to be silent.
Did you yawn earlier? I think I caught you yawning.
I don't think so.
I saw you.
Are we boring you right now?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, you're not boring me. I'm just doing too many things at once, as per usual.
Yeah. I was told you girls can handle that stuff.
It's
The
like a
multitasking.
city party or something. Weird. I'm joking around. Jeez.
So, did Lady Greymaster give us like a top 10?
Yes, she gave us 10 timestamps. So,
oh my God.
You go up to.
Here, let me see.
You just scroll up to when she started the thread about that.
Oh my God. So, yeah, because we're going to save a lot of this for FNT, but we have Gail Simone. We have, did she put the Star Trek?
I don't see it.
Let's see. So we have Luke Skywalker and Wonder Woman. We have Black Gandalf, Stacey Abrams, Felicia Day, Linda Carter, who sounded a little Kamala drunk, apparently. Fandom act. Oh yeah, Linda Carter asked the cast of The Boys about pantyhose. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's no Star Trek timestamps in there, Lady Greymaster. We need a couple of those. Let's go with Gail Simone. Let's our good friend Gail Simone, because we're gonna just do a couple of the light ones and we'll save the rest, just to give you an idea.
All right.
I'm one of your biggest fans. It's an honor to introduce you, and let's pass it off. Let's go Geeks and Nerds, and let's go Kamala Harris.
Wow. Thank you so much, Representative Garcia. That was amazing. I am here just to talk a little bit about why I have come to this event, which is to talk about how in 1941, psychologist and inventor of the lie detecting polygraph machine, William Moulton Marston, was inspired by the two most important women in his life to create a superhero for the new medium of comics against the backdrop of World War II. These two women, Elizabeth Marston and Olive Byrne, suggested he make a new hero a woman. Unlike many men at the time, Marston believed in the power, intelligence, and empathy of women.
So much so, wait, pause. So much so that he liked to tie them up.
Oh yeah, I saw a documentary about it, but yeah, and I even saw the dramatization of his story. I mean, look, it's a lot of comic stuff is a bit fetishy.
Yeah.
It's a bit fetishy. I'm being serious here. It's I even have a book about it. Oh God, I gotta get it off my shelf and show you, Gary.
Okay.
I'll do that when I get a coffee refill. You gotta see this book.
But yeah, he liked to tie him up. He was just in the kink, and he created a superhero. So what? Like, that doesn't bother me. But it's like he really respected the strength of women as he was tying their special knots behind their back.
By the way, you know this. A lot of illustrators on this, they do
Eric
fetish
Stanton
and adult books on the side. Not they credit a different. They don't under a different name.
A bunch did. Yep.
And they do look. They do lots of I go. That's why I go by the Bud Plant booth at Comic-Con every year. You go to that one section that they used to have booth babes at that booth. No more, but yeah.
But yeah, this is the kind of thing that's not okay, but they're saying it's okay now because it was the creator of Wonder Woman, or it's okay with when it's not heteronormative. I have trouble keeping up with their logic. I can't say it either. But yeah, this is Gail Simone, by the way, who invented the term fridging over a Green Lantern comic book and basically trolled her way in the comics to be a very, at first, average writer, and then became notoriously late with books, because I remember the very first person I trolled on Twitter was Gail Simone when I was at the comic shop back in the day, because I kept on seeing her pop-up political tweets and stuff and I just recall her Birds of Prey books being late. I'm like, man, maybe you should just write your fucking comic books and not tweet. But how did that turn out? Yeah, she also famously had the tweet with Kelly Sue DeConnick going, "Sorry, we ruined comic books." That didn't age well, because they're not sorry. They did ruin comic books. So let's hear a little bit more. I'm sure this will be very engaging.
Great, and inspire young readers. A hero with great strength and speed, but above all, compassion. He gave her something no other hero had, golden lasso that contained the power of truth. And he named this hero Wonder Woman.
We like Wonder Woman. I really.
My name is Gail.
I do.
The compassion she showed in that one picture with the beheaded holding the guy's head in the Zack Snyder in the Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins was in this. Did you catch that? Anybody? Patty Jenkins was in this as well. I just want to point out Patty Jenkins wrote Wonder Woman raping a dude. Just wanted to point that out. and completely missed it. And it got by all the editors and it got by everybody. And they actually released it on a streaming service. I think in did they release Wonder Woman 84 in theaters? I can't remember. Maybe a couple.
No, it was remember it was like online or something. Wasn't it on Max or you could buy it? That was a weird gray thing where theaters weren't quite open, and I don't know.
All I remember was that was post-election, right? And it had just been nonstop politics on YouTube for months, and like everything got canceled. So it was like the first movie to come out in a long time, I guess, since Tenet, since Chris Nolan's Tenet. It was the first like big movie to come out, and Mahler and I were just, thank God we got something to watch. And holy shit, this is bad. But hit play. Canadian internet, doom doom doom, bomba doom ba doom boom, self-deleting internet.
Simone, and
There you
a
go.
few years ago, I became one of the first women writers to write Wonder Woman's comic book. For that reason, I've been honored to travel to 40 countries and meet Wonder Woman fans all over the world, from Singapore to Spain to Brazil, and people of every gender, ethnicity, age, and sexuality.
I'm glad she has to read this.
True cross-section of the human race all over the planet. There are people who
Did you
look at
visit
Wonder Woman.
Iran? Did you visit Afghanistan? They have some issues with their women there. Pakistan? Did you go to Pakistan? Just wondering. I can't take this anymore. Make it stop. Who's the second one we want? Let's go to this one. It says Luke Skywalker and Wonder Woman say they prefer playing villains after not knowing who needs to go first.
Which number?
That's number one. 58
Okay, thank you.
minutes, 43 seconds. Hey, folks, we did tons of prep for this, like maybe 10 minutes. Okay. So I want you to acknowledge like how much work, but yeah.
It's hard work, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I need to recharge my streaming battery after this. Okay. I went down to the streaming mines. Oh, good God. Does who's that on the upper right hand corner? Is that who is that, chat? I'm blanking on his name. Is that the guy who wrote
Lex Luthor?
It's no. Is that the guy who wrote Young Avengers? I can't. It kind of looks like him. All those white bald dudes look the same to me, to be honest with you. Could be
Finally,
ass.
thank you. I've been
Yep.
saying this for so long. Well, yeah.
There's Ducky. And there's Mark. There's Mark. Probably on a bender. Look at that. I'm just saying. I don't know this for a fact, guys. I just, been around a few alcoholics in my time. One of the telltale signs is a big puffy red nose with blotches on it. Now he's got a little makeup on, but yeah. But let's go. Let's hear what they have to say.
Do you prefer playing the hero or the villain?
Who wants to go first?
Me or them?
Let's go. I'm going to go with you first. Go ahead. You lead us.
Me?
You, Linda, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm typecast as a heroine, but I did get an opportunity to play a villain in Law and Order. And I guess I did a really good job because it gave me another episode to play. And I played a really nasty lady, and I had so much fun.
Pause it for a second.
God, my daughter
This is put on by a political organization for Hollywood. These people are known for creating films, broadcast television. And when they fucking stream, they can't get the sound right. They don't know how to use fucking microphones. They're using Zoom. It's so cringe. She sounds a little buzzed there, Chris. That is Brad Meltzer, by the way, on the upper right-hand corner. That is Brad Meltzer. Hit play.
came home and she said, "Mom, what did you do? All my friends are saying she really liked that at home."
I want to watch Law and Order.
I'll just say this: actors have a lot of free time. They have a lot of free time, like, and especially ones that
Oh my God. Hang
aren't
on.
working. Did they have internet in Canada?
I guess not. I guess it's way easier to like off yourself than get some internet there.
Help me.
You want to send it to me? And
Yeah, we got one more. Tell A Greymaster to find the dude singing the song.
oh no.
Okay, link
The
is in
thing
the
is,
chat.
I don't want people simping for Trump either. I
I
don't,
don't
want
want any
celebrities
no.
at all. Like I get out of politics to me.
Well, I mean, there's the saying: if you don't hear a celebrity's politics, you know he or she is probably not on the uber fanatical fundamentalist progressive left. They could be still a classical, like, for instance, there's a lot of major showrunners. There's one major one, like prominent one, who's probably put out the best show, who's like no Republican, but like can't stand what's going on the left either, right? So there's a lot of that. But the whole point of this is, you guys, Hollywood, this is to you. You aren't out of your fucking hole yet, you dumb shits. Like, and you're going to go there and you're just going to gaslight half the fucking country, maybe more. You're going to gaslight half the fucking country. And to where even Bill Maher, who is clearly not a Trump fan, is like, you know, Hollywood needs to treat things like, occasionally he's right. Usually he's a, you know, dope smoking moron, but occasionally, you know, a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while. And he said, you need to treat things like the Country Music Awards, which I don't watch, which tries to balance, right? Which just doesn't get involved. That's what we're saying. You're in a fucking hole right now. You're in a death spiral. Articles were written 1 year ago, that multiple articles from major outlets. One of the headlines was, Hollywood is in a death spiral. It's not out of it. It's nowhere near out of it. Paramount just had some layoffs. Hello, dog. See, the dog agrees with me. Okay. The Canadian dog agrees with me. And it also says, please save me. Get me out of Canada. That's what it said. I speak dog. Okay. And you're not out of this yet. And I made a video earlier on. It's like, you know, it looks like people are getting tired of woke and DEI, and that's good, but we're in an election year. So what this does is it makes the problem continue for at least another year. At least another year. And do you think it'll stop if Trump gets elected? Or do you think they'll go full 2016 again? So, yeah, shut up and act.
I think if Trump, you want to hear what I really think? Trump wins.
Yes, of course I do.
If Trump wins, there will be a left's version of J6. There will be there'll be violence all over, and especially during the inauguration. So, okay.
There was a little bit of that the last time, but I mean, you know, they're trying to push this joy shit as they're suppressing speech and weaponizing three-letter agencies. I hate to break it to you, just like hope is not a strategy, joy is not a strategy. We like joy. We like hope. It's not anything I'm just going to wake up in the morning and go, you know, I just hope things work out. I'm just going to sit where I am and hope things will work out. I'll be joyful about it, though. What the fuck? What the fuck does that even mean? So, yeah, there's a guy singing a song about joy, and I think it broke Jeremy, which was kind of funny. We could probably just use that reaction. There's a reaction on Twitter.
I have it queued up, Gary.
The song?
Yeah, I have good internet. 3 hours, 21. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
320.
So, by the way, first let's stop right here. Which Star Trek actor here has Confederate ancestors?
Is it Geordie LaForge?
It is LeVar Burton.
Yeah. Sorry, I knew that. LeVar Burton. No, yeah, I saw the reaction when he found out. That video's great. It's so funny. No. It's like, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Our donors. And all of this is to raise money. They're just raising money.
Yeah, they're trying to raise money. That's all they're doing, and they're reading off scripts. And there's a Will Wheaton, the house nerd, Will Wheaton, Robert Picardo, the guy who got felt up by Kevin Spacey,
From
Tuvok.
Discovery.
Yep.
Anthony, what's his name?
Jonathan Frakes, who I met. Should I tell about that meeting? Yeah, why not?
I think he's a nice guy. I've met him a couple times. He is super, like, you can tell he's grateful and he has gratitude and loves fans. So,
yeah, I ran into him in an elevator at the Austin airport on the way to the UK and chatted. He was perfectly nice.
I ran into him in a big Beverly Hills restaurant, which was it was across the street from where I worked at the time. I worked for Larry Flint. Long story.
Dude, that's a book you need to write.
That's when I was doing Film Threat back in the 90s, he was just sitting by himself eating lunch, and it was just nice to everybody. It's like normally some celebs are not approachable. He was totally approachable and cool. So
hit play. Let's see what we got here.
Here we go, Gary. Here we go.
I'm at her intermix chamber in the starboard warp nacelle. What do I do about that?
You want to emit an inverse neutrino pulse through the starboard nacelles. Make sure that you are putting it directly into the heart of the anomaly. And if you run into any sort of issues, you're going to want to use nanoprobes to repolarize the navigational deflector. It's very simple. This is first day stuff.
You are the king of the nerds. Well,
I have a suggestion. Look, all you have to do is unplug it and plug it back in again.
Smash it off the works.
Hey guys, I've been thinking about this. There are a lot of amazing connections between science fiction franchises, a vision for the future. But I'd argue that from the beginning, from the original series in the 1960s, no television program has worked harder to portray the kind of future that we want to live in. And I'm wondering if anyone wants to jump in and talk about how you see Star Trek's, the future that Star Trek imagines connecting with the future that we're trying to build tonight.
Well, I mean, back in the earliest days when you had people of different ethnic backgrounds on the bridge of a starship at a time when, the only roles essentially that Black people had were playing maids or servants or slaves. That in and of itself was a huge breakthrough for Nichelle Nichols and for television, for the arts to have that representation, up through our version of Star Trek Discovery having a bona fide.
So keep in mind a bona fide queer representation on it. That was really important to them. They said that when I was at the con, Star Trek Con 4 years ago, they said, what makes Star Trek Discovery stand out? And they said, it's the most diverse Star Trek. But there he's talking about, well, no, they had a diverse Star Trek in the 60s, over 50 years ago. And what you made was, what makes it stick out is Star Trek Discovery was the first really, really shitty Star Trek. Now, some could argue Jar Jar Abrams were for movies, but we'll say for TV show. Did you find the song? That's what I was asking for. The guy playing the guitar.
I went right to where X-Ray Girl told me to go.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there a different one?
Sorry. Oh, I think she just edited it. Oh my God.
Edited it.
I'm sorry.
You gotta go.
Wait, sorry,
It's
that
like
was
rolling
my
your
bad.
R's
I
with the
gave you
D's. But no, I wanted to see this one for a second too. So.
Okay. So 2/13/19.
So should I go to the new mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All we're doing
because all they're gonna say is the basically Hollywood is the end game for Star Trek. I would argue no. I'd say Star Trek had a lot of episodes about Big Brother type of issues.
Oh no.
And Hollywood fully supports Big Bro right now, just to put it simply. As Comics Division would say, read 1984. Yeah, this one. Here we go.
Just say when, Gary.
When. Let's get it over with.
I love you too.
I just can't get over it. I get to talk to you. I can't get over it.
Well, thank you so much for having
You're
me.
welcome.
In the heart of my bottom. Thank you to the 15,000 people that followed on Twitter. So here, I'm singing a song. So take your medicine. Okay, here we go. You'd think we know the difference between good and bad.
You
Too
think?
many are willingly bamboozled, and it's sad. Do I want my favorite toy or a bag of broken glass? Some will choose the glass because of the chokehold on air. But
I agree, Hollywood.
so we gotta choose joy and not hate. If we made that choice together, it'd be great. Let's stand up and get the let out to control our fate. Gotta choose joy and not hate. Gotta choose joy and not hate. Let's all support each other. It's never ever shady. Be you trusted family member or a childless cat lady.
Oh God, pause.
We must show up in droves.
What the heck is that?
Look at his shirt. He's got a like cartoon
Yeah.
Kamala on a whatever. Anyways, this is so just obviously it's cringe. There's no doubt of that, but I just feel like the more they push, and also why are they pushing? I mean, it's weird. I'm a question everything guy. That's the default setting for Gen X. Question everything. What's this? And this whole thing with joy. Hey man, I live in California. I don't see joy. And I see politicians not taking things seriously. I see this city crumbling, turning into Gotham City without the cartoon villains before my eyes. Tent cities, drugs everywhere, misallocation of funds that aren't solving anything. I mean, government, we can talk about that Acolyte budget all we want. Disney is bad at making things cheap. They cannot do it.
Chris.
Government is bad at solving problems. It costs $4 million to not make a toilet in San Francisco, a public toilet. One. This is so. Why are celebrities jumping on board? What's in it for them? I believe what's in it for them is continuing
Status quo
to work in this industry. That's all. Status quo, right? But this is so pushing it so hard, and it ignores the joy narrative. Is such BS. It ignores every real problem. Okay, I can't go to the grocery store and get one. Okay, I don't get a cart. I get the little basket, right?
Yep.
One basket, $100. One basket, a basic. Okay, I'm one guy. Okay, and this is where we are. I can't open your eyes. If they were going to do something, they do it. And look, I don't get political much. Pretty middle of the road guy. I voted for Dems mostly. I've also voted on the other side of the aisle, and I hate talking politics. But this is an insult, as was the 30-minute Q&A that turned into a sermon lecture from Megalopolis, which we'll talk about later. But this annoys the crap out of me. It's insulting to real. This is okay. Not only has the party that used to celebrate working people, blue collar people, they've been abandoned. Hollywood has abandoned working and blue collar people. Okay. If you have a diverse group of friends, okay, everyone thinks what you look like on the surface. Hey, I've got friends who work in construction. I've got friends who work at restaurants. I have friends at all levels. I have friends who are doing very well. Friends who live in nice places with pools. And I got friends who work at Yard House. Okay, a good variety of beers there. But I'll just say this. when you know people at all levels, you see how everything is affecting them. This approach is freaking insulting. The joy thing. I'm not feeling joy. And when I see this, it feels like the joy thing feels like let them eat cake. That's what it feels like to me.
That's exactly what it is. This is the insular Hollywood bubble, empty-headed adult pretenders and performers who have a pretty fucking good life. They get to pretend and sing and write pretend and play pretend for a living. And we enjoy it for the most part. But as you pointed out, remember when we were talking on our little drive through LA, pointing out all the tent cities, and you said this is the homeless industrial complex. Each city gets a certain amount of money for their homeless population. That's why they now keep a pretty accurate head count, because it's like a public fucking school. So they get a certain amount of money per head. And well, if you're ahead of you're not supposed to be profiting off of this, of course. No politician is supposed to be profiting off of their job. But if this is now a money-making industry, well, you want to make sure you have more of it. Now, California is worse off than I've ever seen it. I lived there all my life up until 3 years ago. It has fallen into ruin. It is literally a zombie apocalypse in a couple of the cities. The beautiful city of San Diego, my hometown, has turned into LA South. It's absolute shit now. And this is what they want. They want more of it. They completely ignore the working class, the middle class, the blue collar worker. They've completely disconnected from these people at all. And they're like, listen, you stupid little pleb, just follow joy, because joy is going to solve the fentanyl problem that's been made much worse by the drug companies, which supports the system, the uniparty, the open borders, which supports the uniparty, which supports the drug companies. And when they did cut off that flow of oxycodone and stuff, well, that was filled with fentanyl. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. The crisis from the mid-2000s to 2010, that was the opioid crisis, is still going on to this very day. One that was brought to you by the same people who are bringing you your vaccination, your experimental vaccinations. So fuck these people. And the fact that this is the party that's now endorsed by Dick fucking Cheney. Dick Cheney. That was the one comment I put in the live stream. I said, shout out to you guys for getting an endorsement from Dick Cheney. Like, well done. Well fucking done. It's just about my team now. That's all it is. It's about my fucking team. And it's not about changing anything. They want to keep their status quo and keep their little fucking party going. And it's the same shit they were doing during the Summer of Love.
Let me just say that homeless industrial complex, the homeless in LA, they all have cell phones. So this is what they do. They create a program. When you create a program, it's never going away. In the private sector, which I have worked in my whole life, I work for corporations. I've seen inefficiency right up front. And I've also done my own private projects where you must show results. If you work in government, it appears to me results are unnecessary. That's why when they, I don't know, I think one of the criticisms of Trump during the debate was he fired people. He fired people because they did a bad job. It's not a bad thing. You do a bad job, you get fired. You resign. And like there's no incentive to do well because you'll have a job no matter how good you do or how bad you do. So once you create one of these agencies or an infrastructure, there's no incentive, because if you solve the problem, there's no reason for you to continue to exist. Whereas, things I do are like project by project, but I don't want some dumb actor who never, and also I don't even trust education anyways. So I don't want some dumb, simple-minded actor to lecture me. I just don't.
No. Like I was reading we get to pull this down. I can't listen to the rest of this. I was reading George R. R. Martin's blog from the 9th. And he gets political, right? And he brings up Trump. But instead of bringing up maybe like an issue that you can maybe argue, he brings up bloodbath, something that was misquoted from the media and
Yeah, I
pushed
heard
this.
what he meant. I knew exactly what he meant when he said it. It's
but
in
that's what
bloodbath, like
the
in business.
intelligent George R.R. Martin brought up as a reason. You know, somebody who talked about bloodbaths, and it's like, bro, did you miss the crosshairs part? Remember that one? I remember putting a target on Trump. You know, like you forgot about all that. So it's like you can misinterpret both sides. But last time I checked, there's only one guy who they've tried to kill now 3 times.
I need a palate cleanser. Can I share this, Gary, for a second? Is this okay? We
can keep this up while we're talking about it. That's fine.
Oh my God, Chris!
This is Aerobicize, which was in the 80s. It was a show on HBO. It was an exercise show called Aerobicize.
The reason I'm showing this is age restricted, but you know.
You haven't? No, it didn't get me age restricted. I'm not playing the music. Where the movie The Substance is inspired by Aerobicize. I'll go to.
Okay.
This part's really good here. Let's just get to this. I just want to share this with the people as a way to, because some of what we recently saw might have burned your eyes. So what I'm hoping is this is the palate cleanser.
God, I can't even look at this.
This was late night on HBO back in the 80s. This is from the 1981 Laserdisc, and the movie The Substance was clearly inspired by Aerobicize. So we showed this on Versus
and the movie The Substance calls out Hollywood in a way.
Yeah,
does it not? Okay.
Calls out how I really feel women will relate to that movie more because it's about how women are valued in Hollywood. When they reach a certain point, there's an expiration date. So there's so many layers. It's about the beauty industry. It's about actors and how they're chewed up and spit out in Hollywood.
Yeah.
How women are valued. It's body horror. I was just trying to talk to Mrs. Nerdrotic. I said, please go see this movie. I'm not sure how you'll react to it, Gary, but it's one of the best movies. One of the best movies.
I
of the
like
year.
artsy fartsy stuff.
It's Perry Chan said 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Perry said.
Hail Perry. Perry. So
anyways,
no,
I don't know what the chat thinks of this. Keep Aerobicize on or not?
They are loving this. I'm looking at chat and not looking at the Aerobicize. So
yeah, we can continue
let's continue this political conversation.
Well, the conversation about Hollywood getting political, right?
Right.
So it certainly works in art house films and certain stuff, but like when I cover it in pop culture, we're talking about established franchise that have largely never been political. They've been allegorical. They've told morality tales, but they've never like preached to you, right? Why do you think Star Trek got through to so many people, so many Democrats and Republicans and libertarians and anarchists? Why do you think everybody loves Star Trek? Because it didn't preach or talk down to you. There was a time where it just told a morality tale that we can all agree. Like you'd think we'd all agree on, an authoritative totalitarian government is a really bad thing. Now, some people have different ideas of what that is, but I would generally just use the objective truth that when I see multiple corporations doing the bidding of groups like BlackRock and others, which are doing the bidding of the state, who have Facebook and Twitter have allowed government workers to work in their building, suppressing Americans' First Amendment. I would say, wow, that's the plot of a fucking James Bond movie. I mean, that's some evil shit. And people are like for it. And I'm like, that's the most shocking thing. It's like the people who used to be really against this stuff are now like, well, it's my team, so okay, fuck that. That betrays everything I was raised on. I always had a healthy trust of authority in the government and always will. It's kind of like wearing black. It doesn't go out of style, but that's the way I feel. That's the way I was raised. Like you said, I question absolutely everything because a lot of it's just fucking bullshit. And once in a while I just want to be entertained. I don't need I don't need to be preached at through my fucking Star Wars show. Okay. I really don't.
I'm listening to everything you're saying.
I'm sure you are
listening to everything.
Well, that's a real gauge of how interesting what I was saying is people, if one person heard it, I'm good.
Good exercises. Because I'm on an exercise.
Okay, Chris, why don't you demonstrate for us?
Yeah, Chris, go on. Okay.
I can't right now.
Get a mirror out. Do a little downward dog or whatever.
Stand up.
But I remember this. Okay, I worked at a video store, Thomas Video in Royal Oak, Michigan, and we would put this VHS tape on at night.
Remember
People would come in and just exercise video.
Remember the days when we could choose our own stuff at the video store? Those were good days. Great. I mean, we couldn't I got in trouble for putting on Akira because at the time I had no idea. I just it's a cartoon. Yeah. What's the big deal?
Yeah. But I worked at a video store, this Thomas Video, and they had adult videos there. We had a closet, a room.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I'll tell you one quick funny story. When anyone returned adult VHS tapes, they were never rewound. They were
of
never
course not.
Rewound. They were always stopped at the moment that they needed to stop.
Be Kind Rewind was made for porn tapes, okay?
Right. So you could tell kind of what the person, we'd always, someone come in that was weird is why did they stop? Anyways.
All right, pull up the, sorry, we're going to talk about the Acolyte real quick. So Hollywood, to sum this up, Hollywood just had a really rough 5 years where the investor money has dried up. The streaming bubble has burst. COVID stopped their ability to release things, not make them. Remember, they were deemed in California essential workers when those of you who, I don't know, for example, owned hair salons, women and gay men who owned hair salons were not allowed to reopen. Gyms were not allowed to reopen, but you could go to the liquor store in McDonald's. They were allowed to work through that. Then these fucking idiots, because of AI, decided to go on fucking strike after their first year technically back to a full release schedule. So it delayed everything again. And guess what happened? Mergers, layoffs. It is I'm going to say it, Chris, bloodbath in Hollywood right now. It's a fucking bloodbath. Paramount can't even sell itself right at this point. Disney has taken it in the shorts. They had 2 fucking $1 billion movies. Didn't help their stock at all. At all. It didn't help Hollywood stock at all. And we all predicted this. We said this is going to fucking happen. It's going to deal with shrinkage and it will no longer be the prominent industry it was. So the pre-Hollywood COVID is dead. Now you're going to deal with the Hollywood that's going to be around, but it's not going to be the most prominent thing anymore. And now they're basically racing to find out what will make money because the superhero movie, which was their moneymaker, is dying out. It is. And people go, what about Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, you had to put Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds in, all the Fox characters, fill it with fucking cameos. That's what you had to do. And you had a sequel to a very popular trilogy that starred the prominent characters in their comic accurate costumes. What did they follow it up with? Agatha and Thunderbolts. And I dare any normie to name me 3 Thunderbolts in that poster. They'll go, isn't that who's the little boy in the middle? Is that Justin Bieber? Oh, it's Yelena. Justin Bieber post-Diddy.
Right.
Post-Diddy. And Ghost. Remember Ghost? Yeah. So, hard times ahead. Hard times ahead if they go out there and they start alienating half the country again. It's not going to work out well for you. And then you wonder why, ticket sales are down. Well, it must be this and this and this and this. No, you pissed off half your audience. That's the one thing the access media will never, ever bring up. Because it's a bitter pill to swallow, and it's easier to believe the lie than face the truth. All right, let's go to, we got some numbers here. According to the Acolyte article, back there you go.
The one with the penguin or just
no, the one with the numbers.
Acolyte.
God, we'll just get through this fast. So we could just keep it on the headline. Exclusive Star Wars Acolyte, real costs exploded to $230 million. United Kingdom tax documents filed by the Walt Disney Company's UK branch revealed that Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company spent over 172 million GBP. That's $230 million on the production of The Acolyte as a prequel series. So when you were hearing the budget of 180 million, it was in pounds, I'm guessing. That's where they're coming from. It was in pounds. So in actual US dollars, it was $230 million. Whatever it was a massive failure, and it was canceled within 2 months. It was canceled within 2 months. Now, people can cope about this a lot, but as we said many, many times, this is the culmination of everything Kathleen Kennedy wanted out of Star Wars. And speaking of bitter pills, it's been a bitter pill to follow for a lot of Star Wars channels, that this is it. Like, you done fucked up. And this was the final straw. So will it be completely dead? No, they'll always release shit, and it'll just be it'll turn into Star Trek. It'll turn into a niche thing that a certain amount of people watch, but it will never really get into the normie audience. And this was the most normie palpable science fiction fantasy brand of all time. And they fucked it up. They fucked it up every possible way they could. So the cope has been there. Don't really care. Keep in mind, I thought Mando, I keep saying Mando and Grogu. It's fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded comes out with retarded Pedro Pascal in 2026. 2026. So the only Star Wars thing coming out is Andor next year, and I think there's something else that I couldn't be bothered to remember, and I don't give a fuck. So it's a long time till there's something in the theater, and it's an even longer time until there's something to talk about. The minimum of a year. Yeah. Minimum of a year. So we can go to the Forbes article real quick. It's the Penguin. Let's see what it says. The Acolyte versus the Penguin viewership comparisons don't really add up. Well, I compared the viewership of Rings of Power to the Penguin. Now the Penguin is probably there was two different reports, and that has to do with linear TV is my best guess. But from HBO, you can get quicker, accurate ratings faster than you can the bullshit streaming ratings that are mostly based on minutes watched and not actual views. So the first 5 days of the Rings of Power Season 2 premiere episode got 902,000 views. The first 4 days of the Penguin got 3.2 million. So quite a bit more. Mentioning this show at this point is essentially like trying to take a nap on a third rail, but I've seen a narrative going around that I don't think is terribly accurate. And as supportive of the Acolyte, or maybe with the debut of the Penguin, he might be calling it out the other way, but we'll see. Still Paul Tassi. With the debut of the Penguin, HBO bragged that it got 5.3 million viewers in the first 4 days. The Acolyte fans correctly noted that Star Wars series instead got 11.1 million views in the first 5 days. That's according to Disney, by the way. The idea here is that the Penguin is being considered a big hit and the Acolyte is a failure that ended up being canceled. Well, here's the problem. And he's going to point out the problem is worldwide, probably versus America. But let's see. That's not quite comparing apples to apples in this situation. Let's add another million for another day, putting the Penguin at 6.3 million over 5 days. In either case, it's the biggest original show debut since The Last of Us on HBO. And mind you, HBO Max, a smaller service than Disney Plus by last count, and the combination of Max, HBO, and Discovery Plus had 103 million subscribers. Disney Plus has 153 million. So more, though not double, still, that's a huge factor. Scroll down. The problem with The Acolyte is what happened after the premiere. From the same article, that was a screenshot for the 11.1 million figure. By week 3 of the series, it dropped out of the Nielsen's top 10 completely, and that was for originals, not overall. By the release of the finale, which returned at number 10, that viewership was said to be the lowest of any Disney Star Wars show. Completion rates are completion rates, guys, are a very, very key metric when considered a show renewal and a relationship renewal. Got to watch those completion rates. As if a show loses a significant amount of viewers by the end, the indication is that not many people would show up for that second season. What does this remind you of? Rings of Power Season 1. Lost 2/3 of its audience by the end. And in the article that was written at the time, under most cases with most streaming services, that would warrant a show being canceled. But you can't cancel the Rings of Power. In the case of what happened with The Acolyte, it did not help that its opening was weakest part of the season and millions of initial viewers did not make it to the likes of episode 5. Its best entry. What? It wasn't as bad as episode 3. But I'm pretty sure everybody noped out after episode 3. And they just started watching, memes on Twitter, I think. Its best entry or beyond. The finale was good as well. Chris, was the finale of The Acolyte good?
It was embarrassing.
It was fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing at best.
But viewership is not the only factor, as what the biggest issue was the bloated budget Disney devoted to The Acolyte, which we had now heard is much higher. A lot higher. Is it much higher? Is it a lot higher? 230 million is more than 180 million last time I checked. But, I'm not Asian, so do the math. We do not know how much The Penguin cost on HBO, but it presumably is less than the incredibly VFX-heavy Acolyte that reportedly had a budget of 80 million, but it's 230 million, or $630,000 per minute of screen time, Chris.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
Oof.
No one, even fans, understood how the show cost that much or should have cost that much as hugely expensive project drawing on 0 known Star Wars characters. They plagueist. They plagueist, buddy, and they yoded. The viewership it would need to have almost impossibly high. This is mainly a problem with Disney's budget bloat. As Chris talked about earlier, Disney doesn't, which is astonishing, Chris, because the last time I checked, Disney owned ABC. Dana Walden, that woke white woman, set to take over. So they do know how to make TV shows, but apparently Disney Studios doesn't. Marvel doesn't. Lucasfilm doesn't. Like, they clearly do not know how to make TV.
Yes. I just don't think they hire experienced people, whereas HBO has a history of that. Think of the great television. I mean, yes, forget the Game of Thrones final season, whatever, but so much great television came out of HBO.
Yes.
And they know how to do it. So I was surprised The Penguin was as good as it was, and I'm hooked. Like, we'll stick the landing. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Did you get any screeners?
I did not.
Interesting.
I didn't for that.
Oh, that's right, because you're on Warner Brothers shit list. That's right. I forgot.
It depends. I got House of the Dragon, so
there you go.
You never know. Sometimes they hire outside agencies. I'm on their list. I'm not on the, like, I don't know how I get stuff. Look, I'm not like, I've just been around a long time and I'm used to being a pariah, or kind of like, I mean, like, I just sort of take it with a grain of salt that, like, oh, people don't like you, Gore. It's like, all right, well, it's a Tuesday, I guess. Whatever. Who cares?
Yes, there was an intense culture war about the show and the huge division of opinion about its quality. There was zero division, ladies and gentlemen. If by division you mean like 3% liked it and 97% hated it, sure. If you want to call that division, I would call that an overwhelming majority of the fandom and the normies who watch this mostly dipped out, and most of them thought they sucked. That is not division. The Last Jedi was division. That was a split in the fandom, for sure. For sure. This, no. But it has always come down to cost versus viewership. Not going to argue with him there. And this case, a sharp decline over the course of the season where not enough viewers saw it to the end, a bad sign for renewal, which is what we've said all along. That's why The Penguin is considered a hit with the views, and The Acolyte in the end was not, despite higher initial total, according to Disney. Okay, so where HBO can back up some of their numbers is in linear TV. So they can absolutely back up some of their views. But was that just America? Because here, I can check. Hang on. Just a moment, please. I can find out right now. Because I tweeted this and I know what it says. I'm pretty sure it says American households. Double checking. U.S. households. So that was just to the U.S. So piss off, Acolyte fans. Penguin won. Penguin beat Rings of Power. Penguin beat Agatha. How do I know that? Because they haven't reported the ratings. And Penguin beat The Acolyte, basically an offshoot of a 3-year-old movie. But this goes to show you, at least with one episode, when you write something engaging and fun and compelling, fun and or compelling, people are going to watch it. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. You could take the article there. How you doing, Chris?
I put a link in the private chat. There is merch for Agatha, and there's a shirt that I survived the Witch's Road. It's like I survived watching Agatha. That's on the Disney store. Agatha all along shirt. They're really pushing the witch thing.
They haven't even gone down the Witch's Road yet.
Well, they are in episode 3.
I guess they're spoiling the show. Oh, I can't wait.
Tonight?
Tomorrow?
No, it's tonight.
Tonight.
You gonna watch it? Dude.
I'll watch it for FNT, and then like if it depends on how it ends, really. If I do another video or not. I'm not doing fucking weekly on this shit. You fucking.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
No,
it's not.
It's like Miss Marvel, which was well received. I watched a couple episodes of that and said, fuck no. I didn't even do a review on that. But yeah, we'll see how it ends. If it ends like Secret Invasion ended, because like, remember Secret Invasion? I saw the beginning of it and I'm like, well, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But that was after 2 episodes. But then as things go on and we have the transmission allegory and they literally have the embodiment of the MCU in the final episode, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to make a video on this. That was the worst ending I've ever seen. So we'll see. Same goes Penguin. Penguin, if this quality holds up, I can't wait to make a video on season 1. Cannot wait. Full extensive breakdown. Probably be a half an hour long like my One Piece one. But, and if it turns to shit, same thing. Maybe not a half an hour though. The Dune series starts in a month, bro. The Bene Gesserit.
Oh, I can't wait. I've been watching Nerd Cookie's lore videos. I think she's mixed on it, but we'll see. It looks very Game of Thrones-ish, which was what Dune was to begin with. Houses and politics and religion and it was great. I mean, Dune as it is in the books. The movies are Cliff Notes, but this show could be really good. So just we'll see.
Word of mouth on Penguin is outstanding right now. But again, Ryan pointed this out on FNT and he's not wrong. The Batman started out fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. But
and it devolved into like a 6.5 out of 10 at the end.
But was it on Real BBC? Like you were talking about, just make a Batman TV show and recast Robert. It doesn't matter. get an unknown to be Bruce Wayne Batman and do a detective show with season-long arcs, and like you could bring in all kinds of villains, and the with Gotham, like you could show the villains and the posturing and have things like just
You could have things build up. You can
build up.
Do long character arcs, redemption arcs. You could like properly tell the Mr. Freeze story like over a long period of time. That'd be fucking great.
Catwoman come in, have Bruce have a complicated life, and just like God, just you could do look, I love the Batman TV show as a kid. Saw the movie when I was 5 on my birthday. I'll never forget that. And I was a Batman fan for life.
Every kid watched that. I did. I like that, and George Reeves Superman was constantly.
Yeah. It was on TV every day because it was in reruns when I was a kid, and just loved it. I have the box set, and so my comic books are DC. I got DC box, Batman box. My Marvel comics are Marvel and Fantastic Four box. Like those are my favorites.
The fact that they haven't done a Batman TV show like is insane. Like and the argument has, what I've heard at Warner Brothers is they've always wanted to save, they're saving Batman. They didn't want to dilute the brand by not doing anything with them. I'm like, okay, like you bring out a movie series every 7 years. Well, why not fill that 5 or 7 years with a TV series instead of just, because you do dilute the brand with Batwoman and Pennyworth and Gotham Knights and all the other fucking bullshit they do. That does dilute the brand. Absolutely dilutes the brand, even though he's not in it.
Right.
So you get some very serious people who understand Batman, and you do exactly what they did for the Daredevil show. That's how you fucking make a Batman show.
Where like the animated series was so good. The way they built up storyline. The Mr. Freeze and the animated show is really great.
That's what you draw your inspiration from. You bring in Paul Dini as some type of story supervisor or scriptwriter, whatever you want to do. Not Bruce Timm.
Yeah.
Draws real good. Not sure about anything else. Remember Woke Batman? That came out a couple weeks ago. Remember? Remember Oswalda Cobblepot? Remember the people who were defending that? Who were actually defending that? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that was fun. And fart in the wind, like we all knew it would be. But the Penguin is not. And guess what else they're doing with the Penguin? So they released the Penguin on Thursday. On Thursday for the premiere. It's now going to its regular time slot on Sunday. So you have a little more extra time to watch it. They had the balls to release one episode. One fucking episode.
Wait, so there's not a second episode on Thursday?
No, it's Sunday. I double checked. I double and triple checked.
Oh, we gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta wait till Sunday, which actually means I can do live stream reviews afterwards.
Oh, kind of like the House of the Dragon.
Yes.
It replaces Hot D.
It replaces Hot D. So there you go. Might have to skip one when I'm in Peru, but we'll make it up. But I'll go live on Sunday night afterwards. Let's do it.
It was such a good crime drama. I mean, not spoiling things, but you just the way things he said, the character, Colin Farrell, you can't even see where is he in the makeup. When they had him like naked, you could see his hairy shoulders. Worse than Eric July.
So
and
wow. Catching strays. He's not even here.
I've seen Eric July in a tank top. It's
that's all you see Eric July in it. I think he wore a tank top to his wedding.
Right, yeah. Those are some hairy shoulders, my man.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. It's all good. We all got some hair somewhere.
Yeah, but well, unless you're anyways. I'm just going
aerobics.
Where in the fuck are you going, Chris? I'm waiting for you.
Should I put aerobicize back
on?
Let the chat decide.
Well, the chat's going to say yes.
Let the chat decide.
I want to talk about Penguin. I want to be a nerd. Well, we can talk about Penguin.
No, dude, it was just everything. Like, there are so many layers to the character, and not just makeup. I mean, layers to it. When you saw that close up of his foot, the hobbled foot. Like, oh, it just says so much.
Without spoiling it, I'll probably get in the spoilers for the first episode by the second episode, and we could talk about it more next week. But I really want you to see this, for one. And it has a lot to do with HBO just knows how to make shit. They're really good at it. Yes, this is going to be released weekly. So if it got released all at once, let's just say the quality holds up. It'll still be a hit. People would still like it, but the conversation about it would be done by the end of October. Now, if it holds up, you'll get it weekly, and the conversation will last through December. It ends in November, but the conversation will still last a little bit out from that. And that extra month of conversation, that extra month and a couple weeks of conversation will create a lot more viewers. And that's how and guess what? You can stream it when it's done. You could then stream it when it's done. So you actually get a little bump of people who wait to stream it.
But a Batman show with this tone, I don't make the Batman 2. Do not make the Batman 2.
Make it a TV show.
The Batman TV series Max. It will be huge merch-wise. You could take your time. Did you see that deleted scene?
You could have double the Batman merchandise. You'll have movie Batman and TV Batman. Yes. And then the people can fight. Like, I like the movie Batman better. I like the TV Batman. It's way more sophisticated and introspective. And
it sounds like the way that Gunn is going about his DC universe, it's at the end of, like, Batman's at the end of his career, right? And it's an I'm just
he's leading into Kingdom Come. Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty obvious with the the old Green Lantern that they picked, right. Which I like. I like the actor. I'm fine with it, but it's clear like they're always doing something either at the beginning or the end. I will give it to the Batman. They did it in year 2, but motherfucker, let's just have an established Batman. And that's the. This is Colin Farrell said this in an interview, so this is not a spoiler from the show. So at the end of the Batman, like the whole point of the movie is like he came out during the day. He was like saving people during the day, you know. He was a creature of the night, and he realized, and he had a little turn that he's there to not just fucking dispense justice or dispense vengeance. He's there to save people too, to be a hero, right? That was the whole fucking point. So he's going through a little transformation right now. So as everything's fallen in the chaos, he's going through his transformation to another phase of being the Batman, right? That's what Colin Farrell said, which makes sense. Now, they have to bring him up. They have to verbally bring him up. I think that's really important that they do this through the series. If they just don't say his name for the rest, that's fucking stupid. Now, they said it in the beginning, but if they verbally bring him up as some kind of bugaboo that's got the criminals freak out without him even being there, that's the whole fucking point of Batman. So that would be good. That would actually work. So I hope they do that. But yeah, it needs to be a series.
I like the idea of the Batman being the series with Batman at the beginning of his career, tell these stories, first Joker appearance, other characters, and then James Gunn can do a further along Batman. I'm okay with that. Did you see James Gunn posted a thing about off to a good start with DC Studios, and he showed like the the scores for Super Slash Man.
Yeah,
I saw
Superman.
The movie, by the way. I saw the movie, the doc. It's very good.
I heard it's great.
So much BTS footage of Christopher Reeve as Super. They tell the story how he got the part, a little making of it, how he met his wife on the set. The dude was 24 years old when he played that part. 24-year-old kid, right? His relationship with Robin Williams. Dude, I can't lie. I was in the theater. I brought a handkerchief.
You brought a hanky? Yeah, I heard I heard you need some sad tissues.
Dude, it's so powerful. And then what he did for like research for people with spinal injuries, like it's a great documentary.
And that's the first official release from DC Studios, by the way, is Super Slash Man.
Yeah, it's so well done. His kids are in it, like, and I like stuff. I thought I've seen everything about Superman the movie, Richard Donner. It's so much stuff I've never seen. So as a fan of that movie, I'm just getting chills. And yeah, I saw it in a theater with a bunch of people that were all like, also you could hear people sniffing. It's little tears. They're like, go see it, Gary. I think it's this Saturday. It's
I will. And then we have the Penguin coming out, and to like, no, it surprised everybody. Like, again, nobody thought like Agatha all along, we thought it'd be shit. It was shit. Acolyte, we thought it'd be shit. It was shit. But like House of the Dragon, we're like, I don't fucking know. And it turned out good. It's kind of the same situation. It's like, I didn't think it would be shit. I never thought it would suck. But
and by the way, we were at that panel.
Yes, we were.
We were at that panel
and
to the side of the stage, which is
in
weird.
our little dog pen of Access Media. Yeah, that was hilarious that we snuck into and couldn't take a bathroom break. Like we're fucking kindergartners. Like you're not allowed to take. No, remember when I went to the bathroom and the guy said I could come back, and then they changed shift and the guy wasn't letting me back in. I'm like, fuck you, I'm coming back in.
Well, all I'm saying is we were there at the panel and we're not impressed.
No,
it was like,
no, the panel was fine. Like nobody said anything cringe, but it was just really average. It was just super average. And maybe they were probably just holding back on the story. They weren't spoiling anything. So I got to give them credit for that. But like the hype wasn't there. This was just like, dude, what the fuck is this for? Like who, like, okay. Colin Farrell was good as the Penguin, but okay. But he was fucking phenomenal in this. Like,
here's the thing. You don't need hype when the result is something great.
The audience will create the hype.
Yes. Now we've seen this first episode. Everyone needs to get on board and check it out. It's worth your time.
So, worth your hour.
Yeah. I was amazed. I was riveted. And even cared about characters that were minor characters.
Well, yeah.
Like
it's not just Colin Farrell. Like
right.
The kid is good, and it's
yes.
authentic how he runs across him and what he goes through, and he becomes like the Penguin becomes kind of like a mentor. His mom has a great scene. Like and we talked about it yesterday. It's something that could have gone like completely south, and it whips around on you, and it's like, okay, I like that. Falcone, what's her name? The girl's name?
Sophia
Falcone, was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. She's got a couple lines when they had that dinner and she just whispers. It's like, there's just tension in normal.
It's all tension. That's the thing is like, after something happens, it's all tension. Like the whole thing is like everything it feels like a powder keg. And it's the Penguin kind of navigating the waters of a power vacuum, we'll just say. And Clancy Brown plays Salvatore Moroni, which is fucking great. I hope he's in it a lot more.
You can see them setting up what will be, I hope, a great season of TV. What is it? 9 episodes or
9 or 8? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. It just, I'm every Sunday I'll be there. I can't wait.
Let's get to the soups.
Yeah.
Let's get to the soups. Gabriel Knight, 2 parts for $70. Thank you very much. By the way, it was called Geeks and Nerds. I mean, that's another reason I'm like, Jeremy's got to cover this.
Right.
That's really close to his name. The people on that Geeks and Nerds for Harris stream who have destroyed your favorite franchises, they also want you to give the federal government the power to pressure social media platforms like YouTube to censor and cancel channels like this. They came out and said so, basically. Please get out and vote for. Now, Gabriel Knight says, please get out and vote for Trump. Get your family and friends to get out and vote for Trump and to vote early. A Kamala Harris regime will try to shred our First Amendment. I don't doubt that for a moment. Through her DOJ and federal court appointments. And what makes me think that, I'm sure Gabriel as well, is past actions where they've literally tried to do it. You can't have blinders on stuff no matter what fucking team you play for. You just can't. You have to look at objective truths. And the objective truth is the regime we've had the last 4 years has been one of the most totalitarian I've ever seen in my lifetime. And that's really fucking concerning. And remember, whatever precedent is set, what Chris said, whatever program is set up, whatever precedent is set, never goes away. So whatever you might be for, because your team is for it, well, it will be used against you. It will be used against you. Make sure your team is your family, your friends, freedom-loving people, regular, good old Americans. Make sure that's your team. Unsolicited advice. Transformers 1 is a good and classic morality tale that has a parallel heroes and villains journey. It is really good and has a message of don't blindly trust the government authority figures. Go see the Fellowship. Cool. A lot of people on both sides. A lot of good people on both sides saying they like Transformers 1. That's one of those famous misquotes that the media ran with and a lot of people just took at face value. Gary, what gives Rings of Power power? Mithril alone heals the tree, so adding lesser metals makes it more powerful? Why didn't Bilbo's shirt make him a super god? The Red Ranger for 1999. All very, very good questions. All very good questions that they didn't think about. They made this up as they went. So remember, the big problem, the whole impetus to make the Elven Rings of Power first was to heal Middle-earth, which it did almost immediately.
Gary, if you take the R out of your name, it's gay.
Yes, it is.
Gary? Is this the gayest episode of the Nooner? Would you agree? That's the gayest episode?
I would say it's the least gay episode since we did the aerobics thing.
Yeah, made it very.
We've had much gayer episodes.
I'll make it less gay.
Yeah, you're gay.
Put me full screen here. This is a book I got. Look at the title of it. It's the fetish art by Superman's co-creator Joe Shuster.
Yep.
Fetish art. These guys with an intro by Stan Lee. So in this book, just there's a lot. I'm not sure.
Make sure it's safe for stream.
We're good. We got the picture, Chris. We got the picture. Yeah.
Oh, I should not show you what's inside.
Yeah, no. Because we're not on Rumble. On Rumble, I wouldn't care, but yeah.
The guy who made Superman.
Yeah.
This is his art.
And Eric Stanton, who was.
Oh, I know who Eric Stanton is.
Eric Stanton art. There was a Teshin.
Yeah.
There's a great Teshin book. Book on him.
Tashin. I have the book. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do too.
I have that book.
But he used to be roommates with Steve Ditko, of all people.
So
Viper.
So they're doing superheroes and then other stuff on the side.
Well, yeah. 50 Canadian pesos. Let's support the video store still out there. The ones fighting the good fight. Mention yours if you have one. I don't know if we do. And let's show the world they still exist. Hashtag the lobby DVD shop. There you go. I'm sure we have one. I'm sure we have one around here somewhere. I'm just not aware of it.
Book Alley in Pasadena on Colorado. They sell books, records, DVDs.
Oh, half price books.
Right.
So we have a chain called half price books here. I'm sure it's beyond Texas, but I don't recall having one in California, in San Francisco or San Diego. But half price books has books, DVDs, vinyl, VHS, comic books, vintage video games. They got it all.
Cool.
Viking Beach Bum for $5. Gary, I always wondered, does your name mean erotic nerd or is it a play on the word neurotic? Yes.
All of it.
Yeah, both.
Patrick Del Toro for $20. Hey, guys and girls. Off topic, but did any of you, have any of you heard about the potential port labor strike from Maine to Houston and maybe Canada? Could affect everything from cars and car parts to perishable vegetables and fruit. It already has. So the new route is actually the new shipping route, at least from across the Atlantic, is going through the Panama Canal and coming in through like Long Beach. So yes, this is, and it's already affecting things. It's already affecting things. So yes, I have heard about it. We're just going to have trouble getting remember there was a huge supply chain issue that made computers difficult to get, cars difficult to get because of chips. Not the kind you eat, not the crisps, but computer chips. Remember those good old days? I remember, yeah, like this I have two computers. I have a Meta PC, code and below, custom made, which is awesome, which we're on right now, but my backup one is just Alienware, fucking fucking Alienware one. And I had to wait for like 3 months to get it. And I needed it because my last one just crapped out on me. That was a long time ago, though. B-Chain315 for $10. Day 25 of our dear friend Gore's super awesome, spectacular, amazing, wonderful, happy birthday month. How is the man not tired of celebrating himself, his birthday month yet? Let's go Mets. Congrats, Padres. Cheers. Cheers.
Thanks.
Hope to see you in
Happy
the
birthday
playoffs.
month.
Thanks.
Hope to see
I'm
you
good.
and beat you down in the playoffs. But my wish would be to meet the Dodgers again
Yeah.
and go through them to get to the World Series. Listen, all you motherfuckers with your World Series and your championship privilege, Padres have zero. It's our time, baby. Do it for Peter. Hi, King Fanor. Alpha Chad of Middle Earth for $5. What's up, my brother? Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Getting geared up for episode 7 of the Trash Fire tomorrow. I am too. It's the battle scene. It's the battle scene where Sauron is already inside Eregion. He's already there, and they haven't finished all the rings yet. It's so fucking retarded. Just Sauron led the sack of Eregion to get the rings. It took a long fucking time. He had to fight off a lot of people, and he beat some ass. He beat some people down, and he eventually sacks Eregion and turns the corpse of Grandma Brimbor into a banner, basically.
Is anyone enjoying this show?
No. There's so much. My feed is filled with like this fake shipping shit, and that's all they have, right? Like there's people tweeting relationship goals, and they have fucking Galadriel and Sauron. And you know what? That explains true crime. I don't know what's wrong with women. You know, a famous person once said, "The only man who truly figured out a woman died laughing." Okay, so I don't get why you like to watch true crime where men are abusing the shit out of women and killing them and leaving them in fields, and then, you know, they all want to write to him in prison. I don't know why you want to like think you can change Sauron. Breaking news, ladies, you can't change him. You can't.
By the way, side note about a show on Netflix, Monster, the Eric and Lyle Menendez story.
Yeah.
It's freaking good, dude. I'm almost at the end of the series. It is phenomenal. Javier Bardem is the father. It's gruesome. It goes into I remember because I first moved to LA and that murder happened. I moved to LA.
Why did they kill them again? Why did they kill their parents again?
Because they were sexually abused.
Okay.
It was SA, man. So they, one of the things I remember about the case, they had a ticket stub to Batman, which they tried to buy. Like, oh, we were seeing Batman.
Yeah, as they used as an alibi. Yeah, God, I remember that.
That was an alibi.
Well, that was in the late 80s, early 90s. Was I locked up when that happened?
I literally
think I was locked up. Yeah.
And that murder happened. Like, dude, it's the show on Netflix is really good.
But
you can binge it. It's good.
Check it out. But ladies, you can't change him. And yes, there's a lot of serial killers, lifers who get tons of email from women and visits and end up getting married in conjugal visits. I don't even want to pretend to know or want to find out what's behind that. The Darvatar, 2 parts for $15. I want to follow up what you said Monday about Bomb Bombadil teaching Gandalf how to use the secret fire. The secret fire isn't an item, spell, or object to be cast. No, Morgoth wandered for eons in the void to acquire it. It cannot be acquired. It is the essence of God, part of his power. Only Eru Ilúvatar can use it. What dopes? Yes. I've heard it connected to essentially the Holy Spirit. Now, when it gets to stuff like this, it's not hotly debated, but there's contradicting stuff. But it's the power of light. It is the power of good. Yes, and you described it there. It is not the fucking Force. Okay, it's not something that helps you see the future. The dwarven ring doesn't help you find out where to dig and give you a superpower so you could punch your son across a room or give you ringy sense. It's not how they work. But they do in Rings of Power. Jason Pemberfoot for $5. Is it possible all of you could be a way to somehow divert money into specific political parties just ahead of presidential election? Diverting the money? Who knows? Like, you have no idea where this money goes, by the way. It's like a charity. This money could go into somebody's pocket. Now, they have to go through certain processes and stuff, but there's a very good chance it just ends up in somebody's pocket. Just keep that in mind. What do you want to bet? Most of the motherfuckers on that stream didn't donate any money.
Yeah.
They got lots of it.
No, they donate, Gary.
They
donated
their time.
Their
Their
time.
time is money. The sad reality is a lot of actors don't make a lot of money. They don't. And the one way they did make a lot of money was through reruns, through syndication, and they can't do that anymore. And that's part of the reason they went to strike. And they're getting pennies on the dollar from streamers for syndication, right? Hey, guess what? Buffy is going on Tubi now. So you'll be able to watch it for free with commercials. Buffy is going on Tubi. Now that's a way to kind of make some money because that's an ad-based tier, an ad-based streaming service. And that's a way to make some money, but it's not like Buffy being, on 150 channels across America. Keurig Shelty for 100. Is that yen?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, Chris, please watch Vikram Loki Universe. I guarantee it'll be your favorite Indian film. There you go.
All right.
Elena Walker for $5. Gary, you evil sob. I'm going to sue you for emotional damages after last night's D-Day Cobra Live. Listen, you cannot sue me. It'll be a frivolous lawsuit, Elena, and I'll tell you why. This is the time Jeremy picks to listen to me. This is the time. He's literally called me multiple times and asked me advice on stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, since you asked, blah, 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 blah. And then he does the fucking opposite thing every single time. So this time he chooses to listen to me and you want to blame me. No, blame Jeremy. Jeremy's the one who listened to me. And it's his fault for listening to me. Sue Geeks and Gamers. Philip Poole for $10. That for Harris calls extremely insulting. These modern day geeks have hijacked, destroyed everything I grew up with in the 80s just because they are lonely, insecure, and desperate. F them. Yeah, there was a lot of women and men who are lonely, who are adult pretenders, who are getting old and either been in relationships where they didn't have kids or they did have kids, but nannies raised them and all their kids either hate them or are in rehab. So, I mean, that's a lot of that. You saw a lot of the kooky old ladies with the weird glasses and stuff like that. And it's fine to have one of those art grandmas around. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that inherently. But when you have like a whole fucking group of them in one place telling you how to vote, it's like, no, art grandma, quit, I know you're on a potpourri of psychotic medications right now. Maybe you shouldn't be telling me how to vote, okay? On a plethora, a smorgasbord of antipsychotic medications. Albert, not a retro for 2 Canadian pesos. Seeing Linda Carter like that broke my heart. It shouldn't. I mean, most of them, these are really low information, like dumb people. Really dumb people whose entire worldview right now is either ran through them through an assistant or whatever headlines they see without reading the articles and regurgitating the state's official version of events because they don't have the curiosity to look into things further, and they're too narcissistic to even question the fact that they might be wrong about something. So, like, averagely dumb people turn into retarded people when they're narcissistic. That explains a lot. Are they inherently evil? Some of them are, absolutely. Some of them are just dumb as fuck. And I think she's a bimbo. She's an old school bimbo, though, that we used to respect. Right, Chris? Old school bimbo.
There's an Instagram account that just shows clips of Linda Carter back in her prime. Wow. Slow motion running. Oh my God. She's amazing.
One of these moments.
Yes, these moments are amazing.
Jimbo for $5. Gary, Mr. Gore and X-Ray Girl, I salute you. We salute you. Andre CR for 5,000 Martian pesos. Gary, you motherfucker. What did we do for you to torture us like that? I didn't torture anything. I didn't run a stream.
I think he was talking about the song.
The song today? Yeah, that was my fault.
I'll put Aerobicize back on.
I apologize. Unlike Jeremy, I'll apologize. Okay. I'm sorry for putting it back. I was just trying to give you, Robicize is fine. Chris tried to balance it. Okay, he did. Give us a break. No, but unlike Jeremy, I'll apologize to you guys. I was just trying to get a point across, but it might have been too harsh. So just keep in mind. I'll own it. I streamed that. And I'm going to do it again Friday Night Tights. Dr. Schlurpo for $5. Maybe there is a new shilling organization called Kamala Unites Nerds and Trekkies Go Cunt. YouTube, that's KUNT, okay? I'm sure you'll know the difference. Smegheads for 10 Australian dollars. See the video of the lady that had her child pulled out of class, coerced to register to vote, told who to vote for, Dem, while she was 17, also without the parents' consent. Gays and turds for Harris. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. But that's why, listen, if you love your children, do not send them to Hollywood. Period. There's a video going around. What was his name? Tony Moore? He's dead now. He died during COVID. A comedian from The Whitest Guys You Know. He's got the Justin Bieber singing this like "Help Me" song. You haven't seen that going around Twitter? No, so it's Justin Bieber. It's like the song basically goes, "Help me. My parents sold me to a music producer, and I'm being sold off to Saudi, as Saudi Arabian princes for a night and shit." Yeah, I can't remember. It's he passed away. He died. He fell off a balcony when he was drunk in 2021. But that video's making the rounds and it's fucking funny. It is fucking funny. But like these are the people who want to tell us how to vote. The kind of people who perpetuate things like Diddy and Harvey Weinstein and all the other shit we don't know about, but we do. That's a complete open secret. They want to tell us they're the good guys. They want us to tell us how to vote while they go to underground New York sex molly parties.
That's a new one.
Well, the Crowder thing, that thing's blown up. That guy got fired. There's investigations now. It's pretty huge.
Wait, okay. Give me the TLDR and that. What is it?
Oh, so the New York City COVID czar who recommended and got the mayor wanted to do it too. Fuck that. But who was the guy in charge and made the recommendation to lock New York men, women, and children down who could not, your average New Yorker worker, lock them down. And they had underground Molly sex parties during the lockdown. And he openly admits it in a very Veritas type of video with Crowder, one of Crowder's people, and spills everything. Now he's under investigation. He's been fired. Multiple people are going to be under investigation. And this shouldn't surprise anyone. They were all partying on our dime. Do you think Gavin Newsom going to the French Laundry was like a one-time occurrence? That motherfucker was doing that shit all the time. What the fuck do you think they're doing in Washington and these city? They're fucking having Molly sex parties on our dime, and they're all fucking, it's all the Democrats and Republicans fucking each other. That's all it is. And in turn, we get fucked.
Yeah, and we weren't even invited.
Yeah, this shouldn't surprise it. Kamala Harris literally blew her way to the top. That was an open secret from when I lived in San Francisco when she first got the DA job. Everybody was saying it. She smoked Willie Brown's pipe and got a fucking job. That's how you got a job in San Francisco back in the day. We need a Friday night trailer trash AI cover. Oh, that'd be kind of good. That'd be fun. Here we go. Ray Gonzalez, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Piston for €6. Please, Gary, wish Mahler a happy birthday next week. No. After playing a clip of the Japanese Long Man commercial, it will be hilarious to see on the stream. I will. I absolutely will. Is it his birthday? Is it little guy's birthday? I say little guy. He's not little. He's tall. Nandish for 40 yen. Give the Marvel, or is this is it an Indian peso? I'm not sure. Give the Marvel to Bollywood. Goated RRR. They do a better job. Wasn't the director for RRR offered a Marvel job and he said no?
No, an interviewer said you should do a Marvel movie.
Okay.
He did talk to them and he said, I have no interest.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to make a Hollywood movie. So, I mean, and RRR was so cheap. I mean, you should see it at some point, Gary. It was so cheap to make. You could never make that movie. It was made for like the cost of Godzilla -1. Like, this is why I say, like, Disney isn't capable of being efficient with money. When you're an indie filmmaker and you have skin in the game on the budget and you're producing, like, but if you work for a big corporation like Disney, they can't make anything cheap.
No.
So I'm not surprised Acolyte cost $230 million. Some are saying even more. I mean, it's ridiculous that Kathleen Kennedy is still employed. I don't understand. Makes no sense.
I mean, like, each thing that comes out, you don't understand. You don't understand, like, why, like, even I, Master Gamer, can recognize, like, why would you make a game like Concord? Why would you even think for one fucking minute that would be a success? The controversy on Twitter right now is about the ghost of sashimi. I know it's Tsushima, but I say sashimi.
Sashimi.
Which is a fucking nasty smelling fucking like Japanese sauerkraut.
I love sashimi.
That dude, it smells like a combination of a corpse and shit mixed into one. That's what it smells like.
Delicious.
Like
you're just not eating the right sashimi.
Shit on a corpse. Dude, our Japanese roommate, Melissa, she lived with us for a while. Akemi, shout out to Akemi. She was awesome. She kept that shit in our fridge once and she opened it and like the whole house smelled like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Get that out of my house.
True.
We love Akemi though. So yeah, the controversy is the sequel is going to have a female protagonist and people are like questioning that. And people are questioning that. So I would say, as much as you like the last game and you want to give it a try, if you personally like, hey, I'm fine with it, that's cool. But if you're going out there and trying to say that people shouldn't question it based on everything we've seen over the last 5 years, and the entertainment industry does not deserve the benefit of the doubt on fucking anything. Anything. So call that shit out all you want. And you know what'll happen? If it's good, the people calling it out go, I was wrong. It was good. And I guess the American voice actress, because we know voice actors for foreign stuff, especially with anime, really well-adjusted people out there, like really fucking the normalest of the normal people out there. She's, I guess, blocking everybody. And I guess we'll find, when's the game coming out, by the way, X-Ray Girl? Like 5 years? Like they announce a game. Do we know?
No idea.
No idea. Nor do I really care. But a lot of people like the last game, so just play the last game again. But yeah, throwing in a female protagonist now, which sucks. And guess who created this environment? It, like, just throwing in a female protagonist shouldn't be enough to criticize a game. No. But guess who's earned that reputation? The gaming industry, the comic book industry, Hollywood. They've all earned it. Can't get mad at people for, it's a pattern. Chris has called the 20-minute workout in Canada. The roommate from Terminator was one of the girls on it. Albert, not a retro, for 5 Canadian pesos. Kong side for or seed, but I'm going to say side for $10. Gary, say, have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron? There, I said it. I read that one. Albert, not a retro, for 5 Canadian pesos. If men thought so little of women, how do you explain why we sacrifice our lives so they can have their lifeboats? Thank you, Bill Burr. Yeah, why do we go to war? Why do we, protect our wives and children? Why do we get married to women? Why do we stay married for a long time? Some of us do. Yeah, totally hate them.
I love women because they're not men.
Yes, because they're not men. I like to hang out with my bros too. That's right. But I prefer the company of my wife. That's how I hang out with the most. Retro Meister for $10. Hail crew. Question for Chris. Is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 going to be the last good blockbuster flick we get in theaters outside of the MCU and other woke movies next year? Is it going to be a blockbuster hit? That's the question.
I couldn't say.
What potentially could be a blockbuster hit for the rest of the year, Chris, off the top of your head?
I don't think the Joker will, I don't think it will be. I'm seeing that Monday. So
and it comes out
going Monday?
Is there, well, that's
it's a fan. You can get tickets in IMAX.
Oh shit. Hang on. Let me check.
Look up now. But I'm looking at next year. Can I share screen here? I'll share screen. Got to make sure I don't accidentally share Aerobicize again. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Wait, I'm not. Okay.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Wait,
oh, God.
sorry.
Chris, come on.
No. Okay. No, we should put that out because normally when you say, okay, let's go to Soups, I'm like, what else is on? Like, we should just have that.
What's the date? What's the date on Monday? What's the date?
Monday, September 30th.
I gotta search it.
Here's the 2025 movies.
Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. It's probably fucking packed.
I already got.
Oh, it's not packed. Holy shit. Hang on. Talk amongst
Monday,
yourselves.
read
some super chat.
Sure. What is this, Chris?
Oh, that's the 2025 movies. You don't need to share it. Don't share it.
Oh, okay. We can talk about it afterwards. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll read some soups though. Jay Nemo for $1.99 says Frank bringing the goods today. Yes, he did.
Oh yeah. Aerobicize, folks. Link in the description. Wait, I'll send you the link, X-Ray Girl.
Oh my god. For research, right?
Yeah.
D's Webos for $1.99 says Chris will Mark from Variety come on the nooner. He kind of did. Riker's beard for $2.
Let me just say,
Oh my
it's
god.
the gayest nooner It's the gayest nooner ever. Would you agree, Gary? You're looking at
This is
Joker
the
2 tickets.
straightest nooner.
I'm buying tickets. Please excuse me.
How do I know that the nooner is gay today? Gary is buying tickets to a musical with Lady Gaga. That's how I know this is the gayest nooner that's ever happened. Would you agree? Would you agree it's the gayest?
Yes, yes. So Riker's Beard for 2 says Gore, man for and of the people. Yes, he is. Andre CR for 2,500 CRC says best nooner ever. Thanks, Frank. Do you sell laptops with these videos preloaded?
Absolutely. I got deals on laptops. I got deals on laptops for you. Oh my God, that was so humiliating. Hacked for a day. I got my account back, but I feel bad. Most of the people got their money back. So
that's good.
I'm
happy
glad about that. They dealt with their banks and oh my God, how horrific. Horrific.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not really your fault, but you always feel responsible.
Yeah, I talked to Grums about that and I gave him all the info. Like, this is how it happened. Everybody be warned, because they were fishing for like Yellow Flash and others.
Oh, yeah.
And hack them. So.
Yeah. Smegheads for 2 Australian says, sorry, Gary, no idea what you're saying. Yeah. Aerobicize is that
by the way, X-Ray Girl, I put in the private chat, I put the link to the exercises in case you want to do that workout.
Oh, should I do that workout? I'll do it. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Just, hey, you want to get to 100,000 subs, X-Ray? What are you now?
25 something.
You want to get to 100,000, you have to aerobicize.
Wait. Oh, we're back? Okay. Sweet. Internet blipped for a moment. The internet couldn't handle all that aerobicize talk.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. I'll have to ask my dad first. Travis L for $5.
No.
I appreciate.
No. I'll be acting father in this. Fuck no.
I wouldn't do it anyway. Oh my God.
I'll be the devil on your shoulder and say,
and I will get, well, since Alan Ng isn't here, I will sit here in his stead and say, you will not shame my house.
So Travis says, I appreciate Chris giving the chat the opportunity to get their arm exercise during aerobicize, even if most were done in 60 seconds. Wow. Nong Mar for 199 says, Chris and Alan aerobics video when?
Yeah, do your own aerobics video there, Mr. Gore.
Get that leotard. I think it'd look really cute on
You want to hit 1 million subs? Get Alan Ng in a thong right in front of a mirror.
There's good AI and memes of Alan. He's very memeable.
He is very memeable. We love Alan, by the way. We love Alan Ng the Merciless.
Let's see. We got Space Digger for $2 says, Chris, where can I find that book for research?
I bought it used. It's
eBay.
Sticky?
Ew. Oh, I got tickets, by the way.
Nice.
You got them.
I got them. Yeah. There was actually quite a few available. So
it's the fan first screening. You get a poster.
I just, dude, having a couple of days ahead for the review is great, and not getting a screener, just going with the regular people, all fits my criteria.
I hate screening rooms. I don't like screeners. I like to be in a theater with people who paid. I like popcorn.
So that's Monday. So that's Monday. So Garrett or Perry, we're seeing it Monday. Lock it in. Lock it in. Yay.
I wonder if they're doing that in Canada too. I would like to see it early.
Yeah, check. I went straight to my local IMAX and looked directly there. But check your Fandangos or whatever. Okay, yeah. So this is what's coming out for 2025. So the rest of the year, I would predict that what has a potential to be a blockbuster hit. I'm not saying it's going to be. It's very unlikely. But I'm just going to say potential. The two things that pop in my head are Joker 2 and Gladiator 2. They also have the potential to be giant, massive fucking bombs.
Right.
I think that's pretty equal potential at this point.
Did you see that new Gladiator 2 trailer?
Yeah, I did.
It just looks like a dumb Roman epic, which I like that.
I do too. I am now looking more forward to Gladiator 2 than War of the Rohirrim with that fucking poster. There was people on Twitter, and I don't blame, like, fans will be helpful, so I'm not like dissing you, okay? But they're like, there was a guy like legit, like, what's the problem? Because I think it was High King Fanor or Middle Earth Mixer, great chat. Both, give them both a follow. But they were what I'm pretty sure it was High King Fanor was like, looks like bait and switch bullshit, which is exactly what it looks like. So guys like legit, like, what's the problem here? Like, I don't know. I'm asking legitimately. I'm not being a dick about it. And, I just responded the trailer, right? But the poster says it too. The poster in the trailer tells you this is a giant fucking bait and switch. This was the movie I was looking most forward to all fucking year. I'm like, fuck yeah. Warner Brothers whipping their dick out, going right against Amazon, taking something out of the appendices, something I wanted to see forever. We'll get to see the story of Helm Hammerhand. Instead, it's unnamed daughter fighting for her agency in Rohan. Are you fucking kidding me? And they're going to rename it. It's going to be Helm Harahand, and it's going to be Harris Deep by the time this fucking movie is over. Are you fucking kidding me? And the animation looked good. People were involved. Philippa Boyens wrote it. And it's such a disappointment. And I will roast the fuck out of it if it's bait and switch. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I go there and they just put her on the poster and she's like, if she's in the story, I don't have a problem, but she shouldn't be the prominent character at all. But the whole trailer was framed on, they're forcing my hand in a marriage and I just don't want to, when it was actually Helm Hammerhand's decision to say no. And he does. And she's like, I don't like that. It feels like I don't even have a voice here. Oh, it's because you don't. Because you don't. But you do. This isn't fucking Game of Thrones. It's actually Tolkien, but it's still a feudalistic society. Okay? And High King Fanor, go follow his Twitter. He points out that there are warrior women in Tolkien's lore that you could have adapted and it would have been great. Don't fucking Hollywood, do not touch Baron and Luthien. Go fuck yourselves. Keep your fucking dirty, stinking, activist, shit-smelling fucking paws off that story. Hope I made myself clear. All right, this is what's coming out next year, Chris.
I mean, so many sequels. There's like maybe 3 things that aren't like, well, Minecraft isn't a sequel, but it's a pre-existing property.
Mickey 17, despite having retard Mark Ruffalo in it, looks interesting, at least. It looks very Moon-ish, very...
a friend of mine saw it. He saw the rough cut, and he said that Ruffalo plays a Trump-like character.
Oh, fuck off. All right. Well,
I know.
my interest
Just
just died. My interest just died. Goodbye.
I will still want to see it.
Trump allegories are fucking tired and wrong, but most importantly, tired. So yeah, you want to turn me off on shit. Listen, if they criticized, if they had like some old senile old man shitting his fucking pants and getting us into wars, and they did Trump stuff, okay, fine, I'm fine with that. Like if you're taking on both sides equally, perfect, no problem. But that's not what's happening. It's so fucking basic, bitch. So you can't call yourself an art house film because you're not taking any chances with that one. You're actually going to the safest fucking route possible. Go fuck yourself. Wow. Captain African American, Thunderbolts, Superman. Okay, I'm interested in Superman. The Ballerina, Anna de Armas. Okay, yeah, but dude, I'm interested. Blade's not coming out.
Yeah, it's not on that schedule.
I'm going down.
Well, I mean, it's on the schedule. It's
SpongeBob. I had to go down to SpongeBob to see something I might be interested in. The Bride. Maybe. I can't wait to see Nosferatu, dude.
I've seen it.
Did you like it? Yes or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I just hope they don't change it. One thing I'll say, because maybe we can get.
Oh, Nobody
Jeremy-
2. Okay, I'm down with Nobody 2. Sorry to interrupt you there, but
Yeah,
Nobody 2.
But maybe Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will go to a movie.
Why?
Because I'll
Why
just
start
I'll
now?
tell you right now, Nosferatu, it's not diverse.
There you go.
It's not diverse, and I think that Jeremy would like it. Then
I become quite the fan of Robert Eggers. I think I love his directing.
Yeah,
I love his directing. All right, let's finish this up. But yeah, Survive Till 25 is not looking very good, Chris.
yeah.
I mean, Avatar is going to make $2 billion, and then people forget about it the next day.
I'll be there day one. I love the Avatar movies.
I think they're
dumb fun.
Stupid as fuck.
They are dumb. So is a theme park ride, and that's what those movies are. Theme park rides.
Nobody was a good movie, man.
It was.
Nobody was fun. I love that movie.
I saw it at the drive-in because they were still doing COVID nonsense. Then.
Oh, it's Megan 2.0. Oh, Mission Impossible 8. I'm going to see that.
By the way, I know what the story of Megan 2.0 is.
Is
a doll?
It's a.
Did you see Megan? It was fun.
Is it a?
I liked it.
It's basically the same as Terminator 2. She protects the family.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be I hear it's very fun.
That's cool. I'm not against that. That sounds cool.
I like those Blumhouse horror movies. I'm a big Blumhouse fan. So
Karate Kid movie, why? I mean, like, I don't think I'm even going to bother seeing that because I like Cobra Kai so much. And it's supposed to lead into it. Like, it's supposed to be part of the world. But is Johnny Lawrence going to be in it? Because without that, not really interested. But yeah, otherwise, that's it. Ryan Coogler's vampire film, which was called, the trailer came out yesterday. I didn't watch the trailer. All right, let's get through this. It's all your fault for making me. No, thanks for letting me know about Joker.
No, I want you to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
I like it because what's funny is the press screening for the movie is on Wednesday, but the public fan screening is Monday.
Yes.
What does that tell you?
They did a fan screening for Flash too. Wow. So
No, but what I'm saying is they're screening it for press at the very, very last minute. It's the Wednesday before it opens. What does that say? The fan screening Monday? I mean, that's cool.
Well,
I prefer that.
Either way, like, I just hope this isn't Todd Phillips' response to the criticism of the first movie. Definitely the press went after this movie, the first one, which definitely helped it at the box office. Remember, it did not release in China and it made $1 billion. Made $1 billion. And it was supposed to start incel violence and all that shit. And I hope it's not his response. That would be so fucking cringe. Kind of like Zack Snyder's response to stuff he didn't do and made Rebel Moon this fucking intersectional fuckfest. Yeah.
By the way, Todd Phillips was not on the White Guys for Harris call. He's, again, one of those people, he doesn't speak out about politics. So make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Plus, you've seen Joker.
Yep.
So, but Joker too, I don't know. Sometimes also when critics hate things.
Yeah. That's the whole point. That was the whole point is like, could it also be? So is it a reaction to appease the woke gods in Hollywood, or is this a fuck you to the press that like helped, but like heavily criticized this movie and gave it shitty reviews? And then it ended up being, Academy Award nominated, Academy Award winning, like brilliant film. Sure, right. It's kind of mushing together Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy, but it still worked. It still totally worked. Berg Filka for $10 says Minecraft is proof they hate the fans. Yeah, that doesn't look good. You want to pull up the Minecraft clip? Send it to Chris so he can play it.
Sure. Send it to me.
X-Ray Girl, and I'll read the rest of these. John Getz for $2. I like Linda Carter when she was hot and sane. Me too. Beardo's Dummy Thick Peach for $5. I wonder when this woman will quit her yapping. Alex Belfort for $10. Gary, ever see the movies at the Corte Madera Theater? Love that theater. Saw releases of Empire there. Camped out for the Phantom Menace. Saw Lord of the Rings. It was closed and nothing replaced it. F. Martin. Yeah, I saw The Hobbit there. I saw The Desolation of Smaug and Battle of the Five Armies, and I think they closed it like after that. But yeah, I saw a lot of movies there, but the two I distinctly remember are finishing up at work in Corte Madera, passing by that Chevron station that's in Planet of the Apes, and you just keep going straight down the road, and there's the Corte Madera Theater where I watched it. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good.
You want to play this? Play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll show you something else amazing. Captain Slow has fallen for this eco allotment claptrap.
I haven't fallen for it, and it's not claptrap, it's just a vegetable plot. It's only a bit.
Yes, buy food and grow it.
Why not?
It's a farmer's job. Turning a city into a vegetable garden is ridiculous.
No, who's turned a city into a vegetable garden?
That's what they want to do, and you're just encouraging them. Shortly after this exchange, though, the mood changed because I've come up with a plan. I shall farm it myself. That was harder than I thought it'd be.
This is so fucking great.
At a loss. I'm at a loss. I don't know.
I want to watch Clarkson's Farm again.
We got it.
Well, yeah, but she's on me.
The next move is
I'm going to get picked. Oh, it's got me in the testes. Oh, this is every farmer's nightmare. Fucking hate sheep. I fucking hate them.
That is so good. It's fucking great. That was fucking great. I love it. Albert Not a Retro for 2 Canadian pesos. By the way, Gail's run on Wonder Woman was garbage. That's what I heard. Her run on most stuff is garbage, by the way. Uncle Denny Danny. Sorry, I said Uncle Denny because we have an Uncle Denny. My bad. Uncle Danny. Someone who is satire savvy should make a movie and cram it with DEI to the ridiculous level. The movie would be called Modern Audience. Yes, I called for that at the end of Am I Racist? We need a Blazing Saddles type of movie. And I think Modern Audience is a perfect title, Uncle Danny. Well done. Modern Audience. And it would be about competing studios trying to make their most woke movie. And it would be hilarious. And you have 2 studio heads who it's comedy gold. It writes itself.
Yeah.
And they're too afraid to make it. And this can't be an independent feature. This is actually a movie that needs to come from Hollywood. That would prove that the world is healing. It has to come from Hollywood. It has to be Hollywood making fun of itself, which it used to do all the fucking time. Got a call out video from Alex Jones after him and Tucker had a dinner in town and my friend served them. He did the video with my friend's DeLorean in front of, like, with the car. Cool. Alex is forced to shut down and liquidate his stuff. I think he talked about it a couple hours ago. We knew this was coming, so hopefully he sticks around. I love Alex. Steve Fitch for 2 Canadian pesos. Oh my God, Grandma Carter. # cringe. Chris, initial thoughts on Megalopolis. Keaton Bailey for $2.
I'm going to talk about it on Hollywood on the Rocks with Alan Ing. By the way, we have a new D-Files. I was just chatting with Alan. It's going up on filmthreat.com in like an hour or so. And we're going to talk about it. He's got new info that's interesting. But Megalopolis, wow. It's a mess. The film is a mess. It's Coppola trying to make some grand statement about where we are in society. And it is a mess. There's no the story is thin to none. Like the actors, it sort of supposes that the Roman Empire has survived into modern times, and
nice premise, but
yeah, that's the start, but it's ridiculous because it's set in modern New York, but people have robes and kind of Roman haircuts, which is weird. And then they're clubbing and doing. It's so strange. And Adam Driver plays a guy trying to figure out how to build the perfect civilization. There's a moment in the movie where the lights come up and Adam Driver gives this statement basically saying what some theories about modern life and whatnot. And someone comes out like physically on stage with a spotlight and asks a question. And then the lights come up and then they go back down. People are confused about what to think. I think it's hot garbage, pretentious, bloated nonsense. But there's a few moments of, oh, that was kind of cool. I guarantee you'll want to punch yourself in the taint if you go to see this in a theater, Gary. Yeah, I know. That was the face I made.
Probably not going to.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got other things to watch.
Yeah, I
the
just
X-Files.
It's over 2 hours, and I'm like, what? Why? It's yeah. I think it's.
Scott Kerr for 5 Canadian pesos. The Penguin coming out so close to the animated rehash just further exposes Jar Jar Abrams as a hack. Tulsa King rocks. Go Team Venture. Absolutely. Tulsa King Jelly Roll was in the second episode. Did a little singing at the club. Yeah, Tulsa King's fun. It's a fun show. They're setting up Frank Grillo's in it. And I always forget his name. He was in Yellowstone too. He's a great actor. I always forget his name.
Kevin Costner.
No. Those two, Taylor Sheridan and Kevin Costner. I can't tell the story. I was told like what led up to the blow up and what happened. And I am sworn to secrecy, but I know what happened. But oh yeah. But the stuff that's public, it is what you think it is. It was just two massive egos colliding. That's pretty much it. And hang on. I'm going to look up the IMDb. The chat's already probably saying it, but I'm well into looking it up already. Kansas City Blues. And it's got Neil McDonough. Neil McDonough's in it too. So Frank Grillo and Neil McDonough are like, the casting is fucking great. It's so good. So yeah, Tulsa King. I think that is that Sunday nights too? That's Sunday nights as well. Scott Christy Jones for 2 British pounds. Watch Slow Horses and do a review of Isom. I talked about Isom multiple streams ago. So, but as far as review, I don't review comics. The only one I offered to review, which I had a bounty on, which no longer exists because it's out there, was the New Warriors.
Are you gonna get it?
I have a show where I talk about comics. No, it's already out there. It's like people can see it. People had contacted me and said they had it, but it never followed through. I had a pretty big bounty on it too. But yeah, it's cool. It's all good. It's out there. So yeah, but I have a show called The Real BBC where we talk about comics, and we'll talk about it on FNT too. And that's where I talk about whatever I read. There you go. Pharaoh of Vibes for $20. Hey guys, did anyone see Transformers 1? I'm not seeing anyone talk about ScarJo's woke Autobot girl boss Optimus literally having the line, "I'm better than you." Don't see anyone talking about this.
It's not. Look, I saw the movie. I
didn't see the movie.
Casual Transformers fan, and I really enjoyed it. It's not. She has one look. If we were not in this environment we are now, no one would care about that line. But people are hypersensitive to lines like that. Look, Optimus Prime is the boss. He's the king. He's the leader. And, he's not very smart in this. He's sort of becoming Optimus Prime, So she has that line. It's not a big deal. There's nothing woke about Transformers 1. I think people are hypersensitive, and it didn't deserve to bomb. It didn't really. I mean, also the trailers for this movie were god awful. They were cringe.
Yeah.
Because they focused on the little kitty aspects of it, which are minor. It's a very good, fun movie.
There you
Gary,
go.
you might like it.
I'll check it out when it comes on streaming. I'm not going to go to the theater and watch it.
It is worth it, but yeah.
I'll save something for streaming.
Tell Garrett to take his kids.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like if my kids were still young, I definitely would have gone seen it. But
it's an origin story. It's an origin story.
Yeah. But Slow Horses, I want to see. Gary Oldman, I want to see that. Yes, so I will see that, and I will talk about it on live streams. And the next comics I need to talk about are Ghost of the Badlands and Dracula from Kelly Jones. Probably do that next Tuesday on the Real BBC.
All right.
Nerdrotic, I got my latest PC from a local area shop. Go local, says Ken Burrows for 5 Canadian pesos. I will for my backup computer, but I've got a really tasty, really good Meta PC. Tapman 12 for $5. Gary, as a man born and raised in Arizona, go Diamondbacks! See you in the playoffs. P.S. Fuck the Dodgers. Slam Diego was okay with me. I had Machado on my baseball fantasy this year. Oh, it was a good year for you then. Cheers, fellas. Cheers. I was happy to see the Diamondbacks. Well, you're still in it, but the Mets passed you up in the wild card standings, but you're still looks like you're still making the playoffs. NL West, great division, man. Vapor Trails for $4.99. Nerdrotic is toxic. Google told me so. That's right. We leaned into the meme.
I think you are brilliant.
Thank you.
That's in the search. Why not make that the name of all your reviews or certain reviews? That is, and also that's BS. I put in NERD and it comes up. Nerdrotic is toxic.
Yeah.
A lot of times I have to look for your channel to find live streams. It doesn't come up as being live. I have to look for it.
So it's definitely not natural. It's not a natural thing that has come up. So there's zero I can do about it. I'm not going to make an issue about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want him to do anything about it now because that is going to be a series of videos that go across all channels, by the way, all channels. And you'll know because you'll see Nerdrotic is toxic. I'm not going to do it for every review, but I will be doing it.
That is like a SEO technique. You just replace all that stuff with your stuff, and then you'll be in the top search results for that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's great.
It worked. Our little penguin review of one episode on Nerdrotic Daily did very well. It did very well. So
that's great.
Well done. Thank you for watching, by the way. Darth Maul's lower half for €5. Hail, Gary, Chris, and X-Ray Girl. Just want to tell you that I'll be missing next FNT. It's okay. You've told us in advance. You gave us your note from your mom, and we're good. Gonna see Lord of the Rings extended trilogy. That's the best excuse in the world, by the way. Well, second best. On the big screen, death. I hope you all know what the first best excuse is. Jose Etaco for $1. Gary, why do you recommend stuff for Gary to watch? He still hasn't watched RRR. Oh, he's all Chris. Why do you recommend? Gary, do Chris a favor and watch RRR. He watches everything you recommend. No, he doesn't.
I don't know. I'm bad, but I'm waiting. Okay, wait. Go see The Substance, please, Gary.
That one I have to go with Mrs. Nerdrotic. I have to go with that one with Mrs. Nerdrotic.
She will like it as well. You like a good horror movie.
Corey Wilson for $2. If Monkeypox was a song, yes, I agree. Red Danger for $1.99. Chris interrupted your answer to my super, which was what?
Sorry, I'm the interrupter.
You're muted, X-Ray Girl.
Gotcha. What gives rings power? Mithril alone heals the trees.
I read that whole thing. I answered that.
But did you answer? I don't know.
I did.
Why didn't Bilbo Short make him a super god? I guess
I did read that one and answer it.
Okay.
Yes. Deus Ex Macchiato for $5. This is the music they play in the Canadian suicide pod when the drugs are being administered. Jason Cole for $2. He said, take your meds at the beginning. Yes. Poopa Chalupa for $5. You got to choose poor and not great. The Vulture for $9.99. Gary, what's your relationship with Doomcock? None. Alex Belfour for $2. Hey, Gary, any plans for a Milwaukee meetup? Yes. I'll be up in Wisconsin, November. So we'll probably do something around that area at that time. Rudy for $2. Chris sounding like the producer from Substance. He just likes the movie. Annika Sims for $5. You guys going to the Comic-Con in Grand Rapids? I am. Do you think Spider-Man is overtaken and is now the Spider-Verse people takes on bleached buttholes? Wow. I don't know, but the third movie and the final movie of the franchise is delayed. Syndek for $2. X-Ray Girl, check out your XDMs. Gary, follow me. Hell, I should follow you on Twitter. It's so very Orwellian to push joy as the campaign message while at the same time encouraging 2 minutes of hate against voting for anyone voting against voting for Dems.
The talk is so creepy to me. The joy thing, while we have so many problems going unaddressed. I miss a president that would go on TV just to talk about something happening in the nation as a calming thing, to address something that is important. The using the bully pulpit, right? We haven't gotten that in a long time. And I can point back to when presidents made speeches to calm the nation during a time of crisis. That is absent. And it's sad to see. It shows you how much we need that during times.
What happened, X-Ray Girl?
I think you were searching a page or something, so the screen is...
No, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
What happened? Okay. All right.
I just blinked.
Anyways, it is really weird and dystopian to have this joy, let them eat cake kind of line, and then spewing this horrible propaganda and hate towards the other candidate, which encourages awful things to happen in real life.
You know what? It's the same people. Dude,
this?
It's the same thing. We're spreading love throughout the Star Wars community by deplatforming other channels we disagree with. It's the same fucking shit.
Is there no awareness with these people?
No, they're right, Chris.
Shit?
They are convinced they're right. There's no need to have a conversation anymore. Those are the most dangerous fucking people in the world.
And there's scary things when people think they are correct. I am justified in doing this awful thing because I'm on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Jack Straw from Wichita for $5. Welcome to the great state, Pard. We're damned glad to have you and the family. Sorry about the carne asada. It's all right. Cole Hauser, Ara for 5 Canadian pesos. We had a show like this here in Canada called the 20-Minute Workout. Look it up. It was City TV, 199 Praise Ara. Jack Straw from Wichita for $2. I have dreams like this still. Albert Not a Retro for 2 Canadian pesos. Chris Simps for Cartoon Robot Girls. Sad, woke. Cat G 3000 for $5. Gary, Chris, X-Ray Girl. The next time this happens, have a set of cards and felt pens so you could do some funny, even bug style subtleties. Subtitles. Did I say? Oh, subtitles. Sorry. Show enough for $2. Gary, what's the red phallic thing behind you? Oh, Frank, what's the red phallic? I was like,
it's a poster tube. It's a
poster
giant lightsaber poster tube I got at Star Wars Celebration. We should share what's...
It's this big dildo. Best music video ever. Eric Pride's Call on Me. Says Cole Hauser for 2 Canadian pesos. Jack Straw for $2. This has to be in your intro. Maybe the next one. Maybe Perry will be working on it. Mr. oh my God, how do I say this? CJ Illy for $4.99. Have you watched the Vince McMahon doc? Because I hear it's described as a got ya doc. I mean, damn, it's eye-opening. So much Vince has responded. I have not seen it. That's something Jeremy should watch. Joseph Fabre for $5. Don't forget to have a gay black rapper segment on FNT. Oh, we're going to have one this week. And Ryan must attend. We need an expert. Right? Shadav the Vedmek for 5 Canadian pesos. So is Harrison Ford going to be Red Hulk? Yes. There is a large gap between all the series and the Thunderbolts, so that's got to hinder them, in my opinion. They don't even care anymore. There's no fucking plan. And they're just trying to get these movies over with. Indifference 13 for $4.99. Rings of Power got a view from me because it auto started after I fell asleep. I did not watch it for a second. Yeah, I've been hearing that it auto starts after stuff now. Yeah. RBW for $5 on the Streamlabs side. So they spent over $200 million used on a fanfic. Yes. Slain Hope for $2. The Acolyte cost $10,500 a second to make. How? I don't. There's a lot of stupid fucking people in charge of a lot of money in Hollywood. A lot of, you want to share that, X-Ray Girl?
It's,
look, God. Oh, God.
That is nightmare fuel.
I can hear Jeremy right now. Difficult, but not impossible.
This.
Oh my
I
God.
guess that Aerobicize inspired someone, maybe Leo Cody. I don't know.
Yeah. And
there
who in the fuck, who made this meme?
Leo Cody. He helps us out.
You're a sick
I don't know.
and twisted man, Leo.
Wow.
Rolando A. Ramirez for $5 says, hey, people. Jeremy Jans has a review of The Wild Robot. Says the animation is really good. The story is pretty good and tears could be shed. I've heard it's good.
I've heard it's really good. I'm seeing it Thursday. I heard, but bring tissues. Well, for not,
yeah,
tears.
Yeah, that's something I might again watch on streaming, no matter how good it is. I don't go see Inside Out 2. I don't go see movies like this because I've just, I'm an empty nest dad, you know? So I'm just going to watch plenty of nerd shit, but mostly adult slanted, right? You know, and it's not a judgment on anybody else who's going to watch it. It's just doesn't interest me. It looks pretty good though. It looks pretty good. Last time I promise, LA Comic-Con, I'm aware no panels from you guys, but will any of you be floating around? Chris will be. Also, any tips for an Aussie on his first U.S. con, says Christaki S for $5 Australian. Chris.
I'll be at LA Comic-Con. There are a lot of people coming in that I want to see. So I'm just attending. I am doing 0 panels. This is the first LA Comic-Con since it started. I will be not on a panel or doing a panel, but I'll be there and looking forward to it. So maybe we'll do a meetup, Saturday night at a bar down there. I'll figure it out. I'll make an announcement.
You'll figure it out.
Next week. Yeah.
Space Digger for $2. A True Detective Batman TV show would be awesome. Yes, it would. Jack Straw for $5. I'm so tired of the deconstructed superhero. I blame Watchmen superheroes being heroes again. Yeah, they need to reconstruct the superhero. You are not wrong. The deconstructed superhero is a tired trope. Jack Straw for $2. Men do not celebrate their birthday for a month, for your information, Chris.
I did not start that.
How dare you?
Dylan for $5. Hey, everyone. What do y'all think of Megalopolis? Chris already answered that. Think it will be a major flop to turn to a cult classic or just a flop? It might. Do you think cult classic possibilities are there, Chris?
0. Even when I saw Apocalypse Now when I was a kid, and I saw that in a theater, and it was controversial like Megalopolis, there were parts of it that are just brilliant. I mean, and that movie just weighed on you, and the ending was weird for its time, but that movie has gotten better and better. And Apocalypse Now is a classic. Megalopolis is not. It will flop.
They donated to Diddy, says Bob Malaga, for $2. They did. Diddy started the Vote or Die campaign 20 years ago. They are all very connected to Diddy. Primorpheus for $2 or $5. 1990 Hoops basketball card of Mark Jackson actually has the Menendez brothers on it. They were sitting courtside in the photo. Dirk Wears White Socks is an album everyone should listen to. Adam and the Ants' finest. Also, Adam Ing should wrestle Keir Starner live on Netflix. I agree. Polysemia for 5 British pounds. Tanaroo for $4.99. Nooner is the pooner. There you go. Slain Hope for $5. COVID czar also admitted his lockdowns were never about health and safety. It was about making the vax hesitant, uncomfortable so they could get the jab. That is true. That is an actual statement from the guy. And that's something we all fucking knew, because he also mentioned that they knew that the vaccines didn't work. Red and Vadered for $5. Can the Nooners start using banners just so Alan Ing feels extra bad not wanting to make them for Hollywood on the rocks? Anything I could do to make Alan Ing feel bad and Chris Gore feel better, I'll do. LW for $5. Ruffalo does not have the charisma to play a Trump-type character. He doesn't have what the Gen Z call the Riz. The Riz. I fucking hate that saying. But I also hated the saying extreme when I was a youngster. Cannibal the Dragon for $1.99. Thank you. Hope you show up in House of the Dragon. 2 Penny Puppet for $5. I heard Paramount Plus laid off 50% of their staff yesterday. Yeah, a lot of it was marketing and HR, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Rumor Mill says that Star Trek's Kurtzman also was shown the door. Thoughts? They just moved up to filming A Strange New World, so I don't think so. I just don't think they'll renew his contract, which is up next year. Istari Azul for $1.99. Why didn't Coogler direct Blade? Good question. Alex Belfort for $2. Why we need to unleash the power of the 80s like Gimkata. Hit Gimkata. Sindek for $5. Gary, Transformer 1 reminds me of what going to movies used to be. Fun. We should reward good movies by buying tickets. It sends a message. But
it is fun. It's like
yeah.
Audience I saw with really enjoyed it, clapped at the end. If
I have time, but I'm going to Peru in a couple weeks. I have a huge video to make, an evergreen video to make that's going to take me a couple weeks. Yeah, I got some stuff to do.
Yeah.
Hi, Gary. It's so cringe how Rings of Power is always trying to make the sea is always right. Their winter is coming. Oh, that's a good point. I've never even thought of that. The sea is always right is fucking retarded. But yeah, you're right. They want to make it there. And next season, when they have the fall of Numenor, they're going to put the sea is always right. Rings of Power season 3. Sorry, next year? Did I say next year? 2026. We can get that. We can take that meme down anytime, X-Ray Girl.
No, put it back up.
No. Chris, what do you got coming up?
Hollywood on the Rocks with Alan Ing with the new D-Files. He's I'll let Alan spill it, and I'll talk about Megalopolis and a couple other movies.
Should I have Ripon the Silverback raid you guys? They should raid you guys. So we'll raid them, and then they raid you.
Okay.
Raid them and then raid you.
We start at 1, so I have time to have a meeting and then eat some lunch.
There you go. Thanks for sticking around so long. What do you got coming up, X-Ray Girl?
Gonna be doing Poor Choices in the evening, and then tomorrow morning roast. So follow X-Ray Girl on YouTube.
And then aerobicizing on Thursdays.
Chris and Alan Ing aerobicizing on Versus. As a matter of fact, it's all the people from Versus. Robert Meyer Burnett, Dante, which the girls will probably actually want to see. Angry the Badger. And we're gonna have who else is on that show?
There's gonna be cameras from all angles.
The DA, definitely. The DA is gonna be like a Jane Fonda thong with his
Right.
Dodger hat on. Get Paulie to wear a thong with his Dodger hat,
Oh
and they're
my
all going to be
gosh.
doing aerobics in
Yeah.
front of a mirror.
That went over well. We
Yeah.
we retained our audience. Just having that
Uh-huh.
play in the background. That's all. So yeah, X-Ray Girl, let me know when that's happening. We'll let everyone know.
George
What?
Mola. I think George the Giant Slayer should do it too.
Oh yes, definitely.
Him
And
like
then-
go full Greek on that one. Greek wrestling, if you know what I'm saying, George.
oh, and there needs to be clips of Gary screaming George in the background.
George!
Yeah.
That would be good. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you. You wonderful people. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to all the lurkers. Thanks to anyone who participated in the chat. Thanks to anybody who left a super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on here. We will be back next Wednesday. Remember, when I'm in Peru, we will be skipping the Nooner. Maybe skipping FNT. I'm trying not to though. I think we'll do a later show, like a truncated later show. I think, yeah. I got enough emails saying no. So we'll see. We'll see how the internet holds up. I bet you Peru internet's better than Canadian internet.
You should EFAP the first episode of FNT.
I got to figure out what that is technically. Like
What is
there's
the
a couple of first versions. No, there's 3 first versions.
Or
Because
do a clip show.
Well, it started as a Friday show, right? And then I got some co-hosts later on, and then those co-hosts left, and then Comics came on. I think it was me and Comics and Odin, and then Odin suggested when I was at Comic-Con when I met Ryan that we should do something with Geeks and Gamers. So there's that beginning too, but I think the true beginning was when we had Az and Drinker on. That's where that episode is what we consider. But the Friday show goes all the way back. The first Friday show was reviewing The Punisher season 1. That's the very first Friday show we did.
Just have the people who are available EFAP it for fun.
Maybe.
Have the audience. That would be hilarious.
We will see.
It
Or
would
not. Or
no,
not.
it might be. It might be very roastable. So thanks everyone. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you next time.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Later.